What?
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Dorks in Danger, the tabletop group where my friends and I play the Dungeons and Dragons. Dorks in Danger, yeah, all that. You know. The song, the spiel. When last we were previously together, after returning to Fandalin, you guys sat down with Sildar to learn what had been happening over the apparently 12 days that you had been gone in. He revealed that the snowfall had continued to get worse and that the dragon had made some specific attacks along the roads, filling them with massive ice crystals which refused to melt and were impossible to break, thus cutting off the Tribor Trail from the main roads as well as the towns all along it. He also noted that the scouts had reported the snow seemed to be extending all the way to the Neverwinter Woods to the north and nearly to the coast to the west. During the night, Rinn sneaked out to have a conversation with the cultist that you had captured, but ended up incinerating him amidst her offering something of a trial that she knew from back home.
Very heated talk.
Wow. Just wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Accurate.
The following day, you took some time to catch up and follow up some old, some new threads, speaking with Rhos and learning that the snow falling around all of you appeared to be magical in nature and that he suspected the dragon was leading up to some sort of massive territory-wide freezing trap, creating a many, many, many miles wide hunting ground. You also spoke with a certain pompous arena ocean petal and learned that he knew absolutely nothing about the dragon cult, but that his family, his father, might be a bit more suspicious than you thought. Dedicating to dealing with this dragon that was causing so many issues alongside Jadit, your party headed out on the second morning, treading southward toward the supposed Slayer Forge which Jadit had informed you of. Upon arriving, you found you likely weren't the first to access this place in recent history, as Synas discovered boot prints at the entrance. You managed to successfully pass the first of what you were warned might be several trials, when an elven individual had strode in behind all of you, whom Jadit turned to, saying, "Oh, hey, Gala. Good. You made it. I was worried." And once again, this individual is wearing a beautiful gold and yellow dress that goes almost to the floor. She is clearly wearing heels. Her hair is done beautifully. Her skin is of a tanner complexion, and it's pretty classical elven, angular sharp features. Beautiful yellowish gold eyes that regard all of you. I need something slightly less chill and relaxing, musically.
Oh, come on.
You're in an ancient ruin. You are surrounded by a large room, which is now full of a mixture of your guys' blood.
That's right. We have a lot of missing health.
You do have a fair amount of missing HP. That is very true. The elven woman folds her hands together in front of her and grins at all of you. Seems I was, not so good at making a well-timed dramatic entrance. I was hoping to arrive just after you'd finished all this. Oh dear. Well, hopefully Jadit here is taking good care of all of you.
But who are you?
Well, as he said, my name is Gala, and you may call me as such. I am...
How do you know Jadit?
Well, I am a friend of his, and a compatriot in the little band of slayers that he is a part of.
Are you slaying dragons together?
Oh, not together. Combat is not for me. I am more of a supporting figure to the guild as a whole. My speciality is in information. And Jadit pipes up from the back. She's pretty good at slinging fireballs, though, if it does need to come up.
Mm-hmm.
To which she just laughs and waves a hand a little bit. She strides forward to get out of the breeze that is whistling through the open door from outside, as it is rather chilly, and dusts a bit of the lightly melted snow off of her forearms. I am not permitted to assist in trials such as these, so I will reconvene with you after you have succeeded in your little tests. But rest assured that I am a friend. I am just a smidge earlier than I meant to be.
Did you do the blood thing too to get in here?
Oh no, I walked in the door that you opened behind me here. Bit of a chilly journey, I must say. Rather cold out there.
Ray, I just like out of character. I thought she was already in the room.
No, she walked in behind the door you guys came in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah.
From behind you. She walked in from outside.
Okay. Yeah, you can just recant what I said there.
And she walks off to the side of the room and just stands there a bit, just smiling at all of you. Clearly just waiting.
Menacing.
She seems... This, to her, doesn't seem very out of the ordinary. It seems like she's very nonchalant about all this. Like she's seen this before.
What, people entering ancient dwarven ruins and...
Feeding blood to a door.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
First, I want to say something. You know what I just thought of? You know how we all had to empty our veins of blood in the last session?
Yeah.
And lose a bunch of HP. What do we have vials and vials and vials of in Thava's backpack?
Oh my god.
No comment.
That's green juice. Don't worry about it.
Green,
Yeah, it's called Monster Energy. Ever heard of it?
We didn't need to do any of that.
Oh,
Probably
what
would have
that?
taken
Well,
like one
when Dragon,
vial.
well, when Dragon Blood entered it, it kind of got a little mad. So
Yeah.
imagine full Dragon Blood.
Right,
Yeah.
but we could throw that shit from a distance. I mean, somebody's got mage hand.
That's what I called the stuff when I played Evil Within.
What, Monster
more
Energy
green
drink?
Juice.
Oh, the green juice.
Anyway.
More green juice.
Can we recollect our blood from the door now and like heal ourselves?
Put it back in.
And put it back in.
Yeah, put it back in my
Put the blood back in me.
Should say that next time we're fighting someone. Hey, that's mine! Put that back!
Wait, so Gala says that she's here to collect information, she said?
No, she's just said she's an expert in information. Not necessarily a direct combatant, more of a supporter.
But who's asking you not to interfere with trials?
She adjusts her hair a bit, moving her bangs out of her eyes a bit. That would be something that was laid down quite a long while ago now when I was first, when I first became part of the Provincial Dragon Slayers, or Monster Slayers Guild. Specifically this trial I am not allowed, any Dragon Slayers trials I'm not allowed to assist or interfere with.
I guess you have to, like, earn your way in, huh?
One can say that. I'm happy to answer any other questions if you want before you continue. I do have information for you on behalf of Jadit, but I figure it might be better to get to the inner sanctum before we converse over it.
Okay. Alright, should we forge ahead then, I suppose?
I don't see why not.
Alright.
All right. The door at the northern end of this room has opened for you as your blood had solidified into the grooves on the doorway. And it slides open to reveal a 15-foot short hallway leading to another door that appears mostly featureless. There is minimal on the walls. It is unlit in this short hallway. The door, as you approach it, seems to magically slide apart as if responding to your presence, allowing you to enter into a significantly longer room. This massive room is similar to the first that you'd come into in decoration and design. Motifs of dragons in combat, humanoid individuals seeming to fight them, different depictions of battle along the walls. But the most notable feature of this room is the 50-foot wide gap in the center of it that appears to cut the room in half horizontally. You are on a platform that is roughly 40 feet wide by 15 feet tall. There is a precipice leading into nothing, and on the other side of the room, there is a similar platform with a closed door upon it.
50-foot gap, you said?
50-foot straight gap, yeah.
It's like a leap of faith room.
Right, like you have to just walk right on it and...
You also see potentially fall to your doom, yes. No, there's no Indiana Jones in here.
You just can't look down.
Yeah, oh, that's the trick. You also see that there are several weapon racks which line the edge of the precipice that appear to be full of javelins. Very clearly, you also see along the ceiling, which is only about 20 feet high, that there are what look to be grooves, slots, maybe tracks of some sort. It's all very odd. There is also a plaque on the floor in the center of the platform that you are on, towards the edge of the drop-off. What would you like to do?
I'm assuming we're trying to get to the door on the other side.
Like, what's with the javelins? Is this like some kind of test with javelins?
I mean, I can think of no one better to throw a javelin than you, Thava.
Jadit, looking around the room, hums a few moments and shakes his head. I have no idea. Sort of looks like some kind of mechanism in the ceiling, but I don't see anything that starts it.
Can you say there's some kind of central thing? Or am I losing my mind?
There is a plaque embossed in the floor at the edge of the precipice in front of you.
What does it say?
In Draconic, it reads, "If thou art worthy in skill for the slaying of wyrms, and if thine physique prevail over magic, let thine aim be true and quick, and thine body resist the harshest of element."
Okay.
Sorry, repeat that for me once?
How's about I copy-paste it for you?
Oh,
God bless.
that's like repeating it infinitely.
Yeah, I can just... God bless.
You can say it like that, Thava.
God bless. My God.
Yeah, I haven't said enough like stereotypical paladin shit.
Let's put that in party notes.
It's a new paladin like catch-all phrase.
God bless. Which God? It does not matter.
God bless.
As you cut someone in half, God bless. I slay my foes, God bless. Anyway.
Alright,
But that is what you see. These racks are filled to the brim with javelins, all of the same design. They appear fairly simple, but for this being a ruin that has perhaps not been touched in a long time, they do look immaculate.
Oh, don't tell me.
Oh. I won't.
I want to. Okay, I want to walk up and look at the grab one of the javelins.
Sure. Do you pull it out of the rack?
I mean, if I had to look at it, yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. Can I ask the DM, when it comes to physique, does that have to do with strength or like athletics?
You're probably not totally sure. Physique can just mean, you know, the body or strength, or it could mean your dexterity or skill.
Okay.
Thava, as you pull a javelin out from the rack, you hear a click at the bottom of the javelin rack itself. And you hear unseen machinery which begins to clunk and grind its way to life as a series of symbols begin to light up on the floor underneath all of you. The door behind your group quickly slams shut, closing together like, you know, an automatic door might.
I think you need to be ready for something, Thava.
As these symbols, which just look like arcane runic work, light up under the entire platform you guys are on, you feel a buzz pulse through your bodies, and you feel all of your connections to your magics temporarily severed.
Hmm.
Oh, shit.
The rails and slots in the ceiling whir to life, and suddenly there are 5 dragon-looking creatures about the size of a large mastiff, like a very large dog, that begin to fly out of them. They look metallic, and their movements are accompanied by scrapes and scratches of metal and clicking in whirs of gears. They begin to bob and weave around in the air, each one of them one of the chromatic dragon's colors, one black, red, green, white, and blue. All of them release an odd metallic scraping sound as they screech out at your party in what might be a bit of a facsimile of a roar, and begin to swoop around in odd patterns over the chasm. They don't seem to be coming at you, more just weaving over this large, empty expanse.
Thava's gonna try and chuck a javelin at one of them.
Okay. This javelin, for mechanics' sake, is a +2 javelin.
Ooh, +2.
So,
I'll just say I'll add
yeah,
+2.
add +2 to a javelin throw.
Okay. $22.
Wow. Okay. That definitely hits. Roll some damage for me.
7 piercing.
7 piercing. As you all watch Thava aim and huck this javelin, which one are you aiming at? Which color?
You know, I'm gonna say red.
Okay. I like that. Seems fitting. As you toss this javelin out, it soars through the air and strikes very nicely in the center of this creature, embedding itself in. There is a loud, almost what sounds like a bell rings out sourcelessly within this space, and that same roar occurs again. And I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
Ooh, shit.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
Ooh.
That was quick.
As it appears, whatever trial this is has now begun.
Oh, don't tell me it's based off of color.
Oh, this is so much easier to add turns for people. Wowzers. Great.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Red too.
Fuck.
You also rolled a 1?
No, I
I rolled a 0. Oh, wait, what did I roll?
I don't know if
I
that's
have a
possible.
+0. I have a +0, so I rolled a 2, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, how do you roll a 0?
Negative initiative.
I mean,
yeah.
you can actually. If you have a negative dex, you can have a negative initiative.
Well, if you
Oh.
roll a dice and the dice disappears, is it a 0 or is it a nat 20? Like, how do you roll that?
Floor dice don't count.
Yeah, but it's just gone. There is no floor.
Then I guess you'll have to figure out a new dice. Okay. Thava dealt 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Writing something
But we have
down.
no magic.
Yeah, it feels as if your connection to your magic has been severed. Oh, I put that turn order on the wrong map, didn't I? Oopsie doopsel.
Why do they want us to fight semi-dragons without any magic? Are Dragon Slayers strictly martial or something?
Do you
What are
guys
you
see your
calling
turn order, or
cannot.
is your turn order
I
empty?
don't.
Okay, let's try that again then. Oop. There's a turn order there, but empty. Oh, it's probably because none of your tokens are on this map. Okay, I'm just gonna slap you guys up here, off to the side, so that it actually works. Why is Naya here? Synas, Thava. Okay. Now, if I select all of you, right-click, add turn. Wow, that's just so easy.
There you go.
Amazing. Okay. Go ahead and input your initiatives for me. And I need a token for Jadit. We'll use our regular go-to generic person token for that.
Would have been better if he just pulled out like a Geralt.
I can't use copyrighted material, though.
I didn't say anything. I did
What
not
the
say.
fuck?
I
Where
said
did-
Gerald, not Geralt.
A
I
Gerald.
promise. Gerald.
Okay. For some reason that deleted Thava too. Why did that delete Thava? Go ahead and add your thing again. I'm sorry for deleting you.
It's rude.
I know it's only a 2. Still.
Hey, listen, I hit it. That's all that matters.
It's true. Okay, sort descending. Okay, wowzers. Well, Synas, you are up at the top of this turn order.
It would make sense I roll a good initiative for a carnival game rather than real combat. Well,
Who says
I
this
mean-
isn't real combat?
this feels like a carnival game.
I
So
don't know.
I'm gonna go grab one of them javelins.
Okay.
And Thava threw at the red one.
Yep.
Was it? Yeah, I'll go ahead and just aim at the same one, I suppose.
Okay.
How do I do a javelin?
If you want,
What
you can
stat
just
is that?
quickly add a javelin +2 to your inventory.
Oh, that's very useful.
That way you can just equip it and it'll show you exactly what to roll.
All that effort to roll a 7.
7. Unfortunately, you throw a javelin and this odd mechanical creature zips out of the way. And the javelin goes sailing down into the abyss. And you do not hear it land just yet.
Synas curses something in Leonin and starts getting his sling out.
Okay.
That's all I got for my turn.
Okay.
He goes, meow.
Jadit comes running up, taking a note from Thava, and is going to throw a javelin. And that is... not enough. He goes to throw a javelin at the green mechanical dragon that's flying around, and it also, similarly, fails to hit and goes soaring down into the abyss.
Damn.
Reyka or Bud? Which would you guys like to go first?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. So, does it matter what I choose to aim at? Because I don't see a picture of what we're looking at.
Yeah, no, it's just theater of the mind. There's
Good.
5 targets, each one being one of the 5 chromatic dragon colors. The red one has already been hit. Once.
But it's not down?
It is not down. It's still flying around.
Okay, then I'm going to aim at the red one with my longbow.
Okay.
You're going to test something that I was thinking about trying.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Okay, for 10 points of damage. Plus... Well, does that do anything?
Yeah, it definitely hits it, and it immediately falls and plummets down into the abyss.
Great, and I have a second attack.
You sure do, now that you're level 5.
So I will
That's
choose the blue one.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20 for 29.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that very much hits. Go ahead and roll that critical damage. Which is gonna
18 plus bugs.
Oh my
If
lord.
I need bugs.
You do not need bugs in this
Okay.
case. As you are not quite sure what you hit, but you aim for the center on this thing, and that arrow punches something just perfectly, and it locks up completely, and you guys all watch this little blue mechanical dragon go plummeting out of the air and into the darkness below.
Nice fucking hit.
Bud, you are up.
I forgot that I can attack twice now too. Oh
Mhm.
my goodness.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Oh, the power! Let's see. Well, I was actually wondering if other weapons would work. So apparently they do. So I'm going to... So it's all the colors of the chromatic dragons.
Yes.
Right?
The red and blue ones have died. There is a green one, black one, and a white one floating around still.
Okay. I guess I'll follow in Thava's suit and attack the green one.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Oh, that's probably not gonna hit. Does it 11 hit?
Unfortunately not, as your arrow goes skipping against the ceiling.
Alright, but I can attack twice.
Yes, you
right?
can.
Alright, so I'm gonna try that again. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay. Get that dice out. That's gonna be 5 damage.
5 damage. As you strike into this mechanical creature and it flinches, releasing a odd mechanical grinding of metal as a roar at you.
Alright, I will also... Can I make this guy my favorite foe?
You can if you'd like.
Sure. So using that... And can I go ahead and use that?
Yeah. It is the first time you deal damage to a creature, right?
I believe so. When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can mark a target as your favorite foe.
Yep.
So the first time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage, including when you mark it,
Yep.
you can increase the damage by 4.
Correct.
4 damage.
Okay.
So another 4.
Very good. Still flying around, but it looks like it is breaking apart a little bit. The mechanical
All right.
version of bloodied, I guess.
So they're all flying above a chasm. Right?
Correct.
Okay. Are they high up in the air?
They're about 20 feet up. They're near the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking about doing my air attack with a bolt, but I don't think that would work 'cause it's too high for him to jump, and he wouldn't be able to, like, you know, he'd just fall into the pit.
Yeah.
If he teleported first.
Which you aren't sure how deep the pit is, because in the last 6 seconds, that job, all the stuff that has fallen into the pit has not made a sound.
Yeah. So I will keep bolt at my side,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
Rinn, you are up.
Okay, well, I can either shoot it with
Damn.
with
Damn.
a sling, Or go for a javelin.
Mhm.
Or that third option.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna shoot for a javelin. I'll try
Okay.
one of those.
Add a javelin +2 to your inventory for me.
Okie dokie. All right.
And if you equip it, it should tell you what your plus is with it.
Yeah, it's a +1. So I rolled a 9.
For a total of 10, which unfortunately does not hit as you send another one of these javelins bouncing off the ceiling and then falling into the pitch black below.
All right, that's all I got.
Yeah. Thava, we're back around to you.
I'm gonna grab more javelins from the rack.
Yep.
I'm gonna start chucking them at the white one.
Okay.
There's a 27 hit.
Wow. You know, yeah.
For 12 piercing damage.
Wow. A very solid hit on that one as it recoils and looks like it's falling out of the air before its wings readjust and the odd propulsion of flight, whatever's keeping them aloft, projects them forward again. You do notice now that this has happened that they are not moving when their wings beat, they are just kind of moving freely as if something is propelling them and they flap not in time with what you'd expect them for flying.
There's a 14 hit.
14 unfortunately just misses.
Okay, well darn.
As another javelin sails into the darkness. At the top of the turn order, the remaining dragons are going to rear up, and I need someone to roll a d6 for me.
I'm on it. 3.
A 3. Reyka, what is your AC?
16.
16, okay. All of these, the 3 remaining dragon things come flying in towards your group until they're about 20 feet away and unleash what Rinn would recognize as being very similar to like a firebolt, but coded to each of the elements that they are. So a weird poisonous gas bolt, an acid bolt, and an ice bolt come flying out at you, Reyka, of which only the ice bolt hits you. That is going to be... Where is dice I need? $15 cold damage.
Ooh.
Wowza.
As
Burr.
a ice bolt slams into you. Now, I believe you do have resistance to cold damage from your armor.
No, I have resistance to fire.
Is it fire resist?
Oh, wait. Hold on. No, you're right.
I thought it was cold resistance.
I just don't see it on my thing here. No, but you're right. I should have... Where does it say? Armor of cold resistance scale mail.
Yes, so you will take half of that damage instead.
Ah, sweet. Okay. So rounding up or rounding down?
Rounding up.
Okay, so 8.
Okay.
Cool.
The small dragons screech out again and then begin their odd spinning and whirring back and forth through the air once again, as it is now Synas' turn once more.
Grabbing a rock or something up the ground, and we're
Yeah.
just gonna sling a little rock at one of these guys.
Okay.
Was it the green one that hasn't yet fallen?
The green and white are both fairly injured, and the black one has not been hit yet.
I'm gonna go for the green one then.
Okay.
Oh, 10.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, your rock goes sailing by and shatters on the ceiling as it dodges out of the way.
I never was good at this game.
Jadet is going to once again attempt to throw a javelin. And he is going to hit, aiming for the green one. For a really pitifully low number, Jadet. Come on, bud. Come on, man.
Fucking
For
javelin, I swear. This guy.
A grand total of 3 damage. Good old 1 on the damage dice. Which, that green one is still flying around, unfortunately. Bringing us to Reyka once again.
Okay. So we still got the all 3, green, black,
Yep.
and...
The green, black, and white one are still flying around. Both the green and white mechanical dragon things look very bad.
Alright, we're gonna go after the... I'm gonna go after that white one because I feel irritated by the ice crystals.
Okay.
The longbow for a 25.
25 hits.
6 points of damage.
Very...
Do I need bugs with that?
No, you do not, because that is enough to knock it straight out of the sky and into the darkness.
Heck yeah! Alright, now we're gonna go after the green boy,
Yep.
or girl, or they.
Girls, guys and gals and non-binary pals.
Exactly. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
So glad we have 2 rangers.
Another 6 points of damage.
Taking that one right out of the sky, just like the last one. As Reyka
Alright.
looses 2 quick back-to-back arrows with a... sending these
She's gonna,
dragons into nothingness.
after she sees them both get plummeted from the sky, she's gonna stomp a foot and just, like, nod her head like, yeah, that's right.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right. Bud, you are up. There is just the little black dragon mechanical creature flying around on its own.
Just that one, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my longbow again.
Okay.
Might as well. Let's see. Oh, what are you? That's not. Well, that's a 14 to hit? No,
14 just misses,
right? Yeah, that's what I
unfortunately.
Okay, one more time. Okay, that definitely hits. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Right. 2 plus 3 is 5, and then my d4. 4 again, so that's 9 damage total.
Okay. 9 damage. As you land a solid blow on that mechanical creature, but it continues to swoop about. Rinn, unless you have anything else you want to do, yeah.
No, Bolt can't do anything, so
Okay.
that's it.
Rinn, you are up.
Can I go for another javelin, or did we throw them all off the cliff?
There's like 150 javelins in these
Oh,
racks,
okay,
so
great.
you've got
I'm just-
plenty.
It's
I
a
want to see
+1.
Bolt try to use
You
a
know
javelin.
He doesn't have thumbs.
My sling is a +6. I'm gonna go for that.
There you go, okay.
He can just like, run around in a circle and use the momentum
Shot put
to
the...
throw with his mouth.
Yeah,
That is a 25.
that definitely hits.
Right. Haha, 6 damage.
6 damage is exactly what you needed.
Fuck yeah!
As the telltale crack of a sling releasing its stone fires out, and you basically blast the head off of this little robotic creature
Woo!
and send it spiraling down into blackness. The mechanical sounds continue to clunk and whir away until there is another ding of a bell that echoes out. Not that one. You. The room falls back into silence once again. And extending out before you almost painfully slowly, a 10-foot wide stone bridge begins to extend out of the center of the platform that you were standing on over the precipice, leading towards the other side of the room.
Why do I feel like we're in a tutorial?
It does feel like that.
Jadit,
Slayer tutorial.
Jadit, looking at your group, goes, not all of them are supposed to be easy, but you guys are kind of killing it. That one. A lot of times people do these alone, so I'm not making excuses for them, but you guys are pretty good shots.
Hey, DM.
Hey, what up?
Can I take some of these javelins with me?
Sure. Yeah.
How many can I realistically take without being like unreasonable?
Like
148.
148.
like 10.
10. Holy
I'd say
shit.
10.
God damn.
You're
That's
pretty
a-
strong.
Yeah, I can. I'm just like, I could just dump the ones I have to make room for those.
It's true.
They're
Better
totally
question.
gonna turn into
They're
normal
fluff.
ones the moment we leave this room.
Oh shit.
But they're
Okay.
fancy looking, right? So it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean
That's
they're like a black, like they're a blackened metal.
Yeah.
They look pretty
Are they-
nice.
Are they actually javelin +2 though? Can I when I add that to my sheet or no?
Yeah, I mean they are javelin +2.
Okay, how much
Okay,
can
well,
we
that's
sell
cool.
these for?
Oh my
Because there's a lot of javelins here. Load up the inventory. We'll slow walk out of here.
You are over encumbered. You cannot fast travel.
Come on, guys, don't. The DM's gonna punish us if we have too many of these.
But yeah, you can feel free to take some.
Okay, cool.
Can I grab a couple? Oh,
Sure, why not?
Sweet. Take like 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. 3?
3's good.
All right.
Anyone who wants to, I guess, can take, a few javelins if they want.
The javelins.
I guess.
This will pass.
Okay.
How
I think
much
I'll
are they
pass
worth?
because my longbow is just superior in every way. So
That's true.
no
You
point
aren't
in
sure
using them.
how much you could sell magical javelins for, but probably
I'm not
a nice
blind.
pretty penny.
All right, I'll
Big-
take however many the DM allows.
You can take 4.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mess up the Faerun economy with this shit.
Everyone's like, "Oh, free shit!" Yeah.
Is Jada gonna think this is disrespectful right now?
He is just watching you guys. He's not really paying any heed.
I mean,
Hey,
I
listen,
want
I
more
use
javelins.
these. I use jet. Okay.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Feel
No,
free.
you have a good excuse. I do not.
Oh, that was out of character.
After a couple minutes have elapsed, the sound of stone grinding against stone ends as the bridge connects to the other side of this precipice, and you are free to traverse across it. The door at the end, similar to the one in the previous room, slides open with a low leading to another short hallway once again.
Hey, so how wide is this bridge?
About 10 feet wide.
Okay, it's not that bad.
It's not a thin... You can walk in the center of it, have several feet on either side of you, and not worry about plummeting into the vast expanse.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Make a dexterity check.
Did we ever hear the clang of the fallen javelins?
No.
Oh.
No, you did not. Nothing that fell into that hole made a sound.
That is very ominous.
That means it's covered in pillows.
Oh.
She's right, you know.
Reyka.
Jump right on in.
Orb of annihilation at the bottom.
Which is like a pillow if you think about it.
You're not going to
Yeah,
feel
it turns
landing in
you
it,
into
to be
ashes.
fair.
Just like a really soft pillow.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
one big bag of holding.
Do you guys proceed through the now open door?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. As you cross the precipice, everyone who grabbed a javelin, you feel
Oh, no.
the javelins suddenly begin to crack, bend, and you hear the sound
knew
of shattering metal as all of them disintegrate
no,
into ash.
my money.
Great.
Oh, fuck you. I knew it. I
I'm
knew
so
it.
glad I didn't try to load up or nothing.
Imagine
well.
Rinn
Would've been
carrying like
funny, though.
100 of them across, and then like 1 foot through the door, and they just go.
Fine.
What?
Select the original ones again, I guess.
Jadet just sort of chuckles off to the side as he watches this happen. Yeah, that checks out. The next door in front of you begins to slide open, and once again, similarly, torches ignite in the room ahead of you on their own. Illuminating a plaque on the wall this time, next to you as you wander in through this room. Just realized I should have done that because we're supposed to be in ominous territory. Spooky. This plaque once again reads in Draconic. Wilt thou endure the elements, or whilst thine forms wither under a mighty chromatic assault? In the room ahead of you, you find a similarly very large room, about 40 by 40 feet, which in the center has a pillar with dragon's heads protruding from it. Stone carved dragon's heads protruding from it on every face and every corner. So it's like kind of like an 8-sided pillar in a way. There's flat surfaces on 8 sides. With different dragon heads pointing this way and that. Once again, you see the motifs and facades around the walls. There are 4 gems embossed into the wall above the door at the other end of this room. You also see a lever which protrudes from the front of the center column facing towards you.
Pull the lever!
As your party comes meandering in. Yeah, what would you like to do?
What'd the plaque say again? Could you put it down in the
Oh, yeah.
notes?
Can't hear without my subtitles.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
How many gems did you say were on the walls?
There are 4 gems that you can see. They appear to be clear, kind of like diamonds.
Are they at people height or high up?
They're about 20 feet up the wall. The doors themselves here are like 10 feet high, or 10 feet tall. The gems themselves on the other side of this room are 10 feet further up the wall. The room is about 30 feet tall. The center column spans from the floor to the ceiling.
I kind of want to shoot my longbow at one of those gems.
I don't like those.
What colors are they?
The gems?
Gem. Yeah.
They're clear.
The gems are
Clear.
clear, diamond-like at a distance.
Think they might be powering something? Think they might be worth something?
They're definitely worth something, but can we get them off the wall?
Maybe I could just, give it a little jigger with an arrow.
Smile.
What if we break it and then we can't get through?
Are the doors like embedded in the wall itself, Dre? Like you can't go over them?
Yes, the doors like slide into the wall like an automatic sliding door would.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, what were the colors of the other dragons that we were the little guys?
The ones that you were just doing? All the colors of the chromatics. Red,
So 5 of them.
red, green,
black,
yeah.
white, and blue.
Correct.
And
right?
yet there's 4 crystals. There's probably no connection.
And there's 8 dragon heads, which is 4 times 2.
Oh my god. What? It's 42!
42! Crap, that's the answer.
It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Except it's not if you read book 5. Anyway, continuing.
Spoilers!
Spoilers! Anyway, you're in this large room here. What would you guys like to do?
Step into it further to see if the room reacts in any way.
It doesn't seem to.
Do we have our magic back?
Yeah.
Or is that feeling not
Once
gone away?
you guys finished off the last thing, the bridge began to expand as the bridge began to extend in the previous room. You felt your connection to magic return.
How does the party feel about me shooting an arrow at one of those gems?
So,
Why?
just like to be clear, we have the option to pull a lever.
The lever's
As
too
well.
obvious.
It's true, it is. You have to... You can't go the way you think the dungeon's gonna end with. You have to go the other way.
Is there any like you said they're dragon heads, right?
Correct. So this is, think of like an 8-sided column, and every like 3 feet there is a dragon head, a layer of dragon's heads protruding out of it. They're stone, colored between browns and silvers. They are beautifully carved, like 1-to-1. If you glance this out of the like side of your vision, you'd be like, oh, it's a dragon. Like it's lifelike.
Are they the specific dragon types or just generic dragons?
They just seem like they're just carved dragon heads, but from the floor to the ceiling, there's easily, 8 times 50 dragon heads protruding from this pillar.
Oh.
As they kind of just like, imagine a layer, you cut like a marble column and you stuck 8 dragon heads to the side of it. It's that stacked all the way to the 30-foot tall ceiling.
But there are 8
Gosh.
sides, right?
There are 8 sides, and they are pointing, as you'd expect, in a compass rose: north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest.
Oh.
It's basically to engulf this entire room is what it looks like.
I almost wonder, like, if each side... No. It's too many.
Well, I think we should pull the lever.
Well, one thing,
I
just
agree.
to be clear, is I also have chromatic warding for poison.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, so you
if,
pull the lever.
well, I mean, it could be useful, it might not be, because if it's not poison, it doesn't mean anything for me. But I'm wondering, like, if we can figure out, like, is there anything, Dre, that can I do, like, a, what would it be? Like a perception check to see if there's any indication of what may happen? Like, what elements I'm gonna deal with?
Sure. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay.
Also, are all those crystals grouped together?
They are horizontally in a line above the door. Close together.
13.
A 13. You look around the room, the facades on the wall, they are kind of grouped together. On the western wall, you see the order of how they're depicted, like the background color and the overall kind of color palette is sort of broken up in segments. Like the first motif is depicted with very, tremendous amounts of reds and scarlet colors. The next one has a lot of verdant greens. The next one blues and whites and then blacks. Almost like a tapestry. But you do see all of the colors present here. You're not sure necessarily if that relates, but might.
Okay, I want to write that down. So it's like vertical lines.
Yeah, so imagine like 5 pieces of art stacked, horizontally along a wall. First one, red, green, blue, white, black. And the same order is repeated on the eastern wall. From your side of the room from the south to the north side of the room, red, green, blue, white, black.
Okay, so it's mirrored. Okay. It almost sounds like we have to step through each, like, in a line. So, like, if we go across, that's what it sounds like to me. Like we go through red, then green, then blue, because the text we have says endure the elements, so it's not just one.
Mm-hmm.
But do we really need to endure them?
Or shoot the
That'd be
crystal
nice
on
if we
the
didn't
wall.
have to.
Right? Maybe we can disable the trap?
Yeah, I think we should try all of the above. Maybe, Reyka, you should do your little shooty first and see what happens.
Is there,
I shoot my longbow!
Okay.
are we safe, like, on... I guess we won't know until that happens.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're pretty safe. You're in a room with
21.
a lever and a bunch of dragon motifs. A 21.
I'm shooting the one that's far and to the right.
Okay, cool. Roll damage
you
for me,
take
I guess.
initiative.
You definitely hit a rock embedded
9
into
damage.
a wall. 9 damage. You put a really good, like, crack into that gem.
Ooh, it did something.
But that's about it. You hear a loud, like, as the gemstone shatters a bit, but you're not sure what that means, per se. You have definitely
Hit it
damaged it.
again.
Oh,
My
Can I
arrow is
shoot-
effective.
can I shoot a fireball at it? Not fireball, a
Oh my
firebolt.
I was about to say, wow, that's pretty intense. This room is not big enough for you to be that safe.
Guys, I have a weird feeling that this has something to do with the puzzle that is actually helpful, and being destroyed is not good.
Like they light up when we do something good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of character, I think it's like, it'll be like red, blue, green, etc. So maybe you can learn where to step out of the way of, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So
I'm just saying.
Where's the lever again?
It is on the south-facing part of the pillar, facing towards the door. It's at about
Okay.
stomach height.
So we have a lever in a room with a pillar in the middle of it, covered with dragons, with 4 crystals above a door on the opposite side, and an ominous plaque. Am I correct?
Correct.
What's stopping us from doing nothing and just walking across the room?
The impending doom.
Because, like,
Impending doom.
if we pull the lever, maybe that activates the system. However, maybe not pulling the lever.
We
I don't
probably
know.
need to do this trial, whatever it is, to open the door on the opposite side, because Dre made it clear that we can't just open these doors. They like slide in and
They
out.
are
of the
We're gonna
wall.
have to do something.
We're gonna have to do the trial.
You can walk to the other side of the room if you'd like to do that.
I think
No, I
one
would
of
not
us-
like to do that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Hey.
All right.
I'll take a couple steps forward.
Okay.
Not all the way across.
Okay.
All at once.
And to be
But,
fair, this pillar is in the center of the room. About you'd have to reach it and pull the lever. You'd have to be about 15 feet into the room.
I'll walk
Synas,
towards the pillar.
yeah, Synas and Thava, you walk forward, and nothing seems to respond. They cross
walk
past
up
where the borders of the red imagery changes to blue.
So is it on the floor too, where it's like
The lever
motifs
itself?
on the- No. I'm saying like, is the floor like kind of like divided up into sections too, or?
The floor does not appear to be. It is just stone tiling that seems
You said
fairly
the-
featureless.
You said the walls have like certain colors. and
Correct.
stuff,
The
essentially.
walls running from south to north on the east and west side both have these, beautifully carved motifs and images of humanoid individuals combating dragons, and they are colored, reds and greens and blue, black,
I
white.
almost wonder if the challenge involves like enduring the elements because there's 5 of us. There are 5 elements. That each one of us has to be standing in, each line of fire, and we should do so according to which ones we are most immune to.
I'll take fire.
I'll take green if we want to do that.
Let's go there, and also on my way, I want to shoot a little firebolt at a red dragon head.
At a red dragon. Well, there's no red dragon head. The heads on the central pillar are all just made of stone.
Oh, I thought they were very particular. Like you could
I
tell.
see how it is, Rhos.
Nope.
Okay.
You can still fire a little firebolt at one if you want.
I've always wanted to shoot a firebolt at Thava's face. It's the closest thing.
Okay, you can roll an attack for me if you want.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't look entertaining enough. I won't do it. Let's go. Plan in action.
Lever.
Lever, lever.
I mean, if everyone's gonna get settled
Oh
somewhere.
my god, somebody.
I
I walk up and I pull the lever.
Okay.
Jeez.
So are we all in place where we want to be?
I don't know where I am.
I don't care.
Well, how's about we swippity swap over to a slightly low resolution map real quick?
Okay.
How about that? Give you a little
That's
better sense of what we're dealing with here.
I know how to beat this party. Put a lever in the middle of a room in front of them.
What do I do?
Sneak up behind them and slit their throats one by one because they're all too focused.
Rhos, stop fucking revealing my entire plan. Okay.
All right.
So, do you pull the lever then?
I pull that lever.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh my god, bud.
Are we all in place? Where's our map? Like,
Okay. So, you should be on a map
hold
now.
on a second, please.
Your tokens should be present. You should be right here on said map.
I'm loading in right now.
Okay.
Hold on.
There's like a creepy head peeking around the corner here.
Oh, this is Jadit.
Who's that? Okay.
That's
Jadit.
just Jadit. Hello. I have sneaked up behind you to cut all of your throat now. What's so funny to me is that in my DM view, this looks like hyper low resolution, but on the player view, it looks fine.
It does look. It looks
yeah.
totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, on my end, I'm just like, that the meme from a Community of him squinting at really tiny paper.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing right now over here.
There we are.
While you guys are doing this, Jadit has been watching from the door, and as Rinn goes to pull the lever, he like quickly steps inside.
All right, I wanna be wherever like the green line is.
Okay. Yeah, that would be pretty much centered in the room, so like anywhere along this center area here.
Okay, and I'm going to cast chromatic warding.
Okay.
I resist poison damage for 1 minute.
Okay, cool.
Am I just dumb, or do I actually have resistance to fire damage somehow?
You do not. You can have
I have
resistance to fire.
to fire.
Oh,
You
shit.
can have resistance to fire if you use your feature, I believe.
Yeah, but which feature? I'm not seeing it. I guess I must have read ahead in my skills.
That's also possible. I might also be thinking of later in the dragon sorcerer
So where's
tree.
the red line? Maybe I should
That's
stand on that 'cause I'm
the.
resistant
That's
to
like the
fire.
first 8 feet of the room.
So am I on it?
Reyka should be ice, maybe? Because no one else is immune to ice, right?
I will take
That's true.
any
I
position.
have ice and fire resistance.
Yeah. So back in this row here would be where red is. This would be blue. Where Bud is
Okay,
would
so-
be green, and then it would be white, and then black.
Okay, I guess I'll stand in the. Is blue? I know white is ice.
White is ice. That would be like up here-ish.
Up here.
Somewhere. Yeah, like right
There's
there.
black over here.
Black's the farthest end of the room.
So like
Yeah.
just near the door.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
It's hard to divide 40 by 5 and have a game that works in squares of 5 actually visually works, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like standing in and out of another square at the same time, kind of.
Alright, just Thava or Rinn can go to the other spot, and then we begin.
Turns out I do not have resistance.
You do not. Okay.
I'll keep that. I'll stand behind Reyka.
That's
Damn.
Okay. I'm guessing then, Thava, do you pull the lever?
Yes. Also, wait. Before I do that, I'm gonna cast Armor Bag at this
Okay.
level.
Okay. Armor
Be
Vagathus.
Thava should be standing like somewhere in this lane, right?
Well,
Me no care.
Either
Figure it out.
We need to be in all 5, so.
figure it out.
Whatever fucking lane is unoccupied, I'll
Yeah.
stand in.
Okay. Well, to be fair. Okay, so you throw the lever.
Yeah, let's get the ball rolling.
As you pull the lever, the first thing that happens is that similar dong of like a sourceless bell rings out. Let's get.
My HP is off, by the way. It's
Yeah,
updated.
you got updated.
These tokens keep not being the right thing. The first thing that happens
Oh, sorry. You do your thing.
to D&D Beyond, no. Roll20 is not connected to D&D Beyond.
Oh, I swear, I thought mine was.
Yeah, I don't know. First thing that happens is the door behind you all closes. With a slamming together. Starting from the bottom of the pillar, lights begin to pulse through each of the dragon's heads, which ignite the empty eye sockets of these stone carvings, some of which exude black smoke, some of them exuding frost, some dripping with an odd hissing fluid. The gems above the door on the far side of the room also all light up from left to right. Do-do-do-do-do. And a low ding again sounds out. I would like for you all to roll initiative for me, but this is going to be like a weird loose initiative kind of thing.
Okay.
Because as you guys are standing here and that second ding rings out, you all feel suddenly a very heavy weight upon all of you. As it's like gravity has just doubled on all of you all of a sudden. And it suddenly takes quite a bit more for you to move around. For all intents and purposes, your movement will be considered as if you are in difficult terrain.
Okay.
So can I just select the room and do the, wow, guys, so much better. Wow, that's so much better. Okay. Okay, go ahead and add your initiatives. Good job, Jadit. Good roll, bud.
Oh man, we got the same thing again, Reyka.
What the heck? You can go first this time.
Alright.
Could you imagine watching Jadit get incinerated here? It's like, bro, didn't you already pass these? Like somewhere else?
Right? Rinn, what is your initiative?
It is big ol' 19.
19. Wow, you guys rolled really good. Like, really good. 3
Not
21s,
me.
2 19s, and a 14. Okay, cool. Jadit, Bud, and Reyka can go simultaneously. Currently, nothing appears to have happened. The room has locked shut. The heads along the pillar are beginning to charge, glow. The lights are building up in them.
Mhm.
With that information, is there anything you'd like to do?
Question: can I stand between two of the heads and avoid whatever's going to come out of their mouths?
You can certainly try.
No, that sounds like a bad. Is there enough room for the pointing of the mouths between the heads? Like, does it look like enough space?
You could maybe fit in there, but you'd have to really squeeze.
I bet I know what the crystals are for.
What?
No, I'm just thinking out loud, but I wonder if like for every element we successfully endure, like they start to light up or something until we complete them all. Maybe, I don't know. But who's going first?
It's
Jadit go
simultaneously
first, I
you and Reyka and Jadit can act in this moment first with the new information that you've acquired.
think? Jadit can go first, and I'll go next, and then Reyka.
He is unsure of what he's looking at, but he's going to honestly stay right where he is.
Okay.
Either Reyka or Bud, I would like for you to roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
You got it, Bud, or you want me to get it?
I rolled it.
Okay.
6.
A 6. Interesting. Okay.
If it's
Yeah.
my turn, which head looks like it's emitting like a greenish or like, I don't know, acid look?
Yeah. Well,
Is
as
there anything
you're
like that?
as you're standing here, some of them kind of are. So there's like some poisonous gas rolling out of one mouth, or a bunch of the mouths here and there, and some acid dripping from some different mouths. After that D6 roll, with being, like a second or so into this, a pulse runs through the pillar from the bottom to the top as white energy begins to fill every single dragon's head on the north, south, east, and west. So everyone running up the pillars on the north, south, east, and west begin to charge with a whitish light. And the other heads
Oh.
go dark.
So the south is clear.
Well, all four of the cardinal directions all appear to have something charging pointing towards them.
Okay, and the diagonal ones don't.
Yeah, and with that new information, Jadit is going to step right about there.
Okay. I will also step here, I assume. Because if it's gonna be ice, then sounds like something Reyka should be ready for. It doesn't look like we can attack or anything. So
Well, you can
guess so.
attack inanimate objects if you want, technically. That's a thing you can do.
I imagine that's not the point of this. So I'll end my turn there, and Reyka, you can decide what to do as well.
Well, I would, logic would say the ones glowing are about to make a discharge, and I don't really want to stand in front of that, so I think I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at.
Cool.
Guys, the point is to endure.
Yeah, am I supposed to stand out and take
I'm
the blast?
pretty
Is-
sure
That's what
the
I'm
point.
wondering.
Yeah.
You are not sure.
You're
Yeah,
the
how
one with the
about-
resistance, which makes me.
Do you want me to just,
Hey.
take
I think
become a
it's
sacrifice
right,
here?
Hey, you know what I think you should do? I think you should try and not get hit and see what happens.
Okay. I'll just stay where I'm at for now.
Okay. Rinn and Synas, you can act together.
None of them look like fire. Wait, I don't
Every-
care. I'm not resistant to it anyway.
everything is white. Everything is white.
Others seem to be dodging, so I'll go ahead and just step over.
Okay. Thava, what would you like to do?
I want to do the same. Are
Okay.
you kidding me?
Okay.
Let's dodge that.
As 6 seconds pass, there is a loud and emitting out of the mouths of each of the dragons on this entire column, on all four sides, massive whirling gouts of ice roar out of them. In roughly... selecting way too many things. Yeah, cone's about that shape. Facing all four directions here. Come blasting out, freezing pretty much everything that they touch. The ground gets immediately covered in hoarfrost and icicles. And that appears to stay there for several seconds before they vanish once again as the blasts go through. How do I select multiple things? There we go. And leaves cones of icy energy along the floors.
Anything happen with the crystals?
Nothing seems to have changed.
Okay.
And at the top of the turn order, I need someone to roll a new d6 for me.
I'll roll this time. 2.
A 2. Bless you.
Also the order doesn't seem like it's corresponding to what we see on the walls. So
Indeed.
Curious to see what happens next.
As you guys are standing here, all of the heads along the entire pillar pulse, and crackling electricity begins to run through the entire pillar as every head on this thing lights up at the same time.
Oh, so okay, got it.
So we're
No
after this
avoiding
round.
that. I am going to attempt to squeeze between two of the heads and take damage. I don't know.
Or you can take double damage, you know?
Oh god.
I guess there's that laugh is great. I guess there's only one way to find out, technically. Why don't you...
There is. Maybe I'll just stay behind Reyka.
Okay. I mean, the heads that are lit up are also pointing at the corners of the room.
Oh,
Every
all
single
of them were lit up.
every single head is lit up on the whole thing, facing every direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bud and Reyka and Jadit can make some decisions first. You guys can... I'll say you guys can move freely as a group now that we kind of get what's going on here. Position yourselves as you'd like. Remember that your movement is as if you're moving in difficult terrain, so you're all half speed.
Okay. I honestly don't know if it's worth moving. If they're all lit up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay put and see what happens.
Okay.
I think we should. I mean, do we all just agree to skip our turn and see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, that pulsing sound of energy rings out. And why did all of that just move? I had everything perfectly placed. Come on, roll 20. Don't be that guy. Well, those are not perfectly lined up, but they'll get the point across. As arcs of electricity arc out in straight lines out of every single mouth in all 8 of the directions. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Woo!
Oh, wait, there were spots to stand. What the hell?
Is this considered a spell or magical effect?
I think I know.
I'll call it a
I think
magical effect.
Cool, I got advantage.
Even Jadit wasn't smart enough.
Oh, natural 20!
Nice, very nice.
23.
You will take half
Did
damage.
dex save.
Yes, make a dex save for me.
I got 14.
I got 10. I'm gonna.
20,
Yeah. I'll wait until
20
the
green,
damage.
not natural.
Okay, everyone roll their dex saves?
Yeah.
If your save is below 14, you are going to take 5 lightning damage.
14 saves.
5.
14 saves.
Whew.
13 and below, you're going to take 5 lightning damage. Higher than that, you're going to take half, so 3.
Oh, so I still take 3 damage?
Yes. And then once again, the heads seem to go into a short cooldown period. But as you are all struck with this lightning, one of the crystals above the door goes out.
We gotta get hit by him.
Yup.
And I need
Something
someone.
goes out?
One of the 4 crystals above the door turns off. All 4 of them are illuminated, and the one on the right that you shattered before
Oh, I didn't realize
turns
they'd
off.
all illuminated when
Yes.
we pulled the lever.
Yep.
So, okay.
Oh, fuck, we have to stand in these.
Sorry, I missed how much damage I took.
You would take 3.
That's not too bad, though. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Okay. Someone go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
I'll roll.
Okay.
Oh, we all have the bystander effect there.
No one wants to be that guy.
5.
A 5. Interesting. Okay. As the round resets, a dark, energetic pulse runs through the tower, through the pillar, almost stealing light away around it temporarily. And you find that all of the mouths pointing towards the corners begin to drip with an acidic liquid. So these 4 heads, these 4 columns of dragon skulls begin dripping with an acidic liquid.
Alright, bud, it's your
Anybody?
time to shine.
I thought he was resistant to poison.
Poison and acid are not the same thing.
Immunity
And
to poison
acid.
right now.
Acid is not poison.
Well, you said poison and acid.
No,
right?
I just said acid.
Oh, acid.
They
Well,
are
I
dripping
mean,
with a dark acidic liquid.
Is that which dragon color is that?
Black.
Oh, okay.
Green dragons
I-
are poison, black dragons are acid.
Well, I want to be the one who endures the poison, so someone should. Who wants to take the damage? Acid.
I can take the acid damage.
I mean, we don't know if everyone needs to take it or not. Or if
Somebody
only one
does,
person.
Just one person, I assume.
That's true. We don't because we all got hit. Well, some of us saved and it still worked. So I imagine that not everybody needs to be hit, like lose points of damage.
Yeah, if I weren't the squishy one, I get advantage on saving throws, but I don't have as much health as everybody else does.
Yeah. Also,
But-
Dre, before I forget, my armor of Agatha's, however you pronounce it, absorbed all the damage. I forgot that was 5.
Oh, yes.
HP.
Yeah, so you're
So-
totally fine.
Yeah.
Is
Cool.
everybody else's HP on Roll20 accurate but mine? Or is it
Mine's
No,
accurate, but
mine's
you
not
can
everybody's accurate?
You can just
You can
change
double
it.
click your token, you can change it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yours for me says 29 out of 37, which sounds closer to right.
You know, honestly, I'm actually on par, surprisingly. Oh, Bud's got 44. That makes more sense.
Yeah, Bud and Reyka have 44, Thava has 49. You are technically still the squishiest because you have one less than Synas.
But not by much.
Yeah, and you're also one of the higher AC people in the party, technically.
You know what? I'll step in for this one. I'll go for it.
Okay.
So whoever, Thava, you can step out if you want to. Rinn pushes you back. She puts her arms up and says, "No, Thava. I'll protect you."
So you have to use your action to dash to that position as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, you can't get there. That's for sure.
Wait, are you
Oh.
trying to get all
Everything
the way over?
everything is as if we are dealing with difficult terrain, so your movement is halved. So you
I
can get to
moved-
where you are currently using your action to dash.
Okay. From where I was previously.
Or
which is
you
about
have 35 move speed, so you could get a little further, but not all the way to Thava.
10 or 15 to 15 is all I can get, right?
Your movement speed is 35, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
So-
you can technically go 17 and a half feet, but
Right,
that
I'll
rounds
go
down to
right here.
15.
Centrally, and I can't go.
Yeah, I mean, you could use your action to move further.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
Um,
I'm in the
anyway,
front.
everyone happy with where they're at?
It's at the corners, right? Yeah.
The corners pointing, yes, the north, northwest, southwest, northeast, northwest dragon heads are lit up.
Yep,
Oh, they're
see what
lit up.
happens.
The corners
Yes,
are lit up.
the corners are lit up.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. I didn't
That's why I'm double checking that everyone is happy with where they're standing.
I just have a problem with comprehension, apparently.
That is okay.
Reyka, you might want to back up. You might want to go behind. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. The tower pulses again, and a disgusting gout of blackish, oozing liquid comes flying out of each of these dragons' mouths in the four corners. Rinn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, I can do that. With advantage. Oops. Well, it was a 21 on the first roll, and 11 on the next. So
Okay.
21.
21. Wonderful. You will take 8 acid damage.
Ooh, that's higher than the last one.
I rolled the same amount of dice.
Oh, okay. Alright.
As you get covered in a very sizzly liquid.
Hey.
As everything calms down again, the third crystal does not darken.
Okay.
What?
You're telling me
Doesn't-
everyone needs to get hit.
There are 3 crystals in place.
Was the one that darkened the one I nicked?
Yes. But you did, I mean, you passed the first attack, so.
What do you mean?
You seem to have succeeded on the first whatever it was with the ice.
So we all need to be hit, seems.
All of
Why
us
is there
at
only
once?
4?
Nobody got hit with the ice, I
Question.
thought, right?
Yep. But the crystals didn't
Everybody
change
was
then
in-
either. Everyone was in the lightning when the crystal darkened.
Oh, maybe
Yes.
we all have to get hit at this.
Even so, whether we take damage or not, we all have to be in the path. Is what I'm
That's
understanding.
I'm guessing as well.
Great.
And
So that
maybe
was
with
completely
maybe with each
unnecessary for me.
Yep.
maybe with each head
Yep.
as well.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't unnecessary. It was helpful in solving the problem.
I need someone to roll a d6 for me.
I'll roll
Okay.
You have to make sure everyone gets hit by a head. Yeah.
3.
A 3, okay. Did I copy paste more of that? Nope, I did not. Ooh, I need to copy more of these. Boop, boop, boop. The heads on the corners once again light up, this time with that same white energy from before.
Okay. Oh, can I not? We need someone to move down here. Well, hold on. Is
You
that
only have
enough?
so much movement speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Well, do you have to be hit by all 4 beams, or can you just get hit in general?
You're not sure?
I think
Well,
it's
so I'm just
safer to
asking.
do each one.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
would
know if
say-
anybody has the movement speed to get down there, though.
Not
You
true.
need Janet down that. Janet, come on, dude. Take the hit, bro.
Take the hit, bro. Get with the fucking program.
He's not gonna help us though, right? He said he wasn't gonna.
Oh no, he didn't say he wasn't going to help us. Gallus said she wasn't going to help you. He's been helping you.
That's right. Janet, get the fuck over there.
I'm gonna do. Can I do Misty Step and teleport to here?
Sure.
All right.
How charitable of you.
Bud is surrounded by like a cyclone of wind and briefly disappears
Yep.
before popping back up over in this corner with the wind going. It'd be cool if it was like a tornado
Yep.
and like it like quickly moved over there and
Just
yeah,
zipped along.
then he reappears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, it might be good to take note of the fact that Janet said most people do this alone. These trials.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it doesn't matter if we get hit by all 4 beams as long as all of us get hit by a beam.
He also, as a reminder, did say that all of the Dragon Slayer forges around the world have different trials associated with them,
Yep.
and that he is not familiar with this specific forge.
Yes. This may require, you know,
So this is also new to him.
A certain amount
Yeah.
of damage for each element needs to be
it may
taken.
even change like depending on how many people are in the party. So if it's just one, then if only one person enters this dungeon, then like one person needs to get hit. But if it's all of us, then we all need to, it's kind of like with the door at the beginning. Like,
Yeah,
we all need to draw blood, so we all need
Okay.
to get hit here.
As you guys are standing here, locked in, good to go, happy with our placements.
Mm-hmm.
Massive torrents of ice and roaring frost come ripping out of the dragon's heads, and I need everyone in these cones to make dexterity saves.
Oh yeah. 22.
Okay.
17.
16.
Ray, are we just gonna assume that Bolt has like, my saves are counting?
Yeah, I'm kind of hand-waving that a little bit because I don't want to kill your dog. I mean, you could also be instructing him to, as you understand, just not stand in places if you want, or you can have him being hit.
let's
But
just assume
we'll
that.
count your save for his save for this thing.
Yeah, and if not, he's just, I'm directing him to
Yeah.
stand where he doesn't need to.
Yeah. Okay. Just as before, anyone who rolled below a 14, so a 13 and below is a fail. 13 and below, you're going to take 8 cold damage, and half if you succeeded.
So if I succeeded, but I'm also resistant, do
You
I
take
half
1/4.
again?
Yes. We love resistance, so you take 2 damage.
Sorry, what was the DC?
13 or below fails.
Oh, thank God.
So the DC is 14.
Me fail.
I failed? What?
No.
Me fail.
Me fail. Thava fail.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, my body's rebelling again. I'll be right back.
8 damage, no worries.
8 damage to Thava.
8 damage to Thava. And as the ice settles, there is a boom, and the next crystal turns off, leaving only 2.
Okay. We are on to something.
So, I can see this is going to start hurting a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to cast Aura of Vitality.
Yeah, very good.
Oh wait, no, that takes a minute to do.
Yeah, that's a build up to. That's like an out of combat huge healing.
Okay, then yeah, after combat I can fix all this.
Okay.
You're gonna need to give me a minute.
Okay. I need
Let
someone.
me know if you get dangerously low.
I need someone to roll a d6 for me.
I'll do it.
Actually, I need 2 people to roll a d6.
Okay.
There we
Well,
go.
now
Sorry,
I'll do the other one.
I accidentally clicked it twice. The first one was 5. It looks like.
5.
I
Okay.
got 6.
5 and 6. Okay. Cool. At the top of this, what we'll call turn, you guys hear a shifting in the mechanicals of this room that are unseen behind the walls. New dragons' heads appear opposite all of these in the outer cardinal directions of the room.
Oh my God. It's a room of death.
And you said a 5 and a 6. Okay.
Yes.
The dragon's heads in the outer corners start to glow red, and smoke begins billowing out of them, while the heads pointing north, south, east, and west out of the middle begin sparking with lightning once again.
Okay, we've already done lightning though, so.
So it's the
avoid those.
corners that are doing lightning?
The
Corners
seem to be doing fire.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll just stay here then, right? Like here. It looks like we're all already in place.
Good.
For fire, so.
I like puzzles
But
like these. These are fun.
Do we need to get hit by the both types, guys, or do you think because we've gotten hit by
I think we've already
lightning,
been
we
hit
don't
by
have to
the
worry about lightning?
So that's just a deterrent to like, you need to move and have figured this out by now, or else there's gonna be a lot more damage coming your way. So I think we just want to get hit by the fire.
Okay, we'll wait for Thava to come back here. And we're back. Alrighty. What were we doing? Shooting stuff at you guys? Alright.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And we were taking it.
Yeah, you sure are. Alright.
Oh.
Is everyone happy with their current positions? I guess I'll reiterate. out of the external corners of the room, that being the 4 external corners out here, there are new dragon heads that have appeared that seem to be spouting black smoke as if they're about to breathe fire, while the ones on the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west of the central pillar seem to be sparking with lightning once again.
We gotta stand in that fire, and I don't think any one of us cannot get hit, from what I am to understand of this challenge.
In the corners?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, so we all have to be hit? Did we establish after the last one?
Well,
I think it's just take a certain amount of health damage across the party, but that's easiest by just everybody getting hit.
yeah, there's not enough health points here to experiment with options. So,
Gotcha.
Okay. If you're all happy with your current positions.
happy isn't the word, but
Okay, fair.
Fair
Displeased,
isn't
but
the word either.
okay.
this is not fair.
This is not fair. Okay. Simultaneously, lightning arcs out of the dragons in the dragon heads in the center, while fire blasts against everyone from the outside in this type of pattern here. I need to make everyone in the fire needs to roll some dex saves for me.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Fire.
Fire, fire!
My
What the
enthusiasm for having advantage on this is slowly going away. Oh, that's a natural 20 with 23.
That enthusiasm came right back.
fuck? Okay,
Well.
16.
I'm phoning it in.
I'm phoning it in.
I don't want to brag. 4.
Oof. Oofta. Okay. 13 and below is a fail. For a total of 10 fire damage.
Wait, 15's a fail too?
13 and below is what I said.
Oh, I thought you said 15. I'm like, what?
13 and below is a failure.
Okay, I'm
If
still fine.
you failed, you take 10 damage. If you succeeded, you take half that.
So 5 damage for us.
5 damage
succeeders.
for the succeeders. That is correct.
And then I take half damage again because I'm resistant to
What the
fire, so
frick?
3.
Correct.
Okay.
I have avoided damage thus far.
All of those moved. You're still taking damage. You should be taking half the damage.
Oh no, I haven't been keeping check of that at all.
Oh, what? You haven't been taking damage?
Well, I've been succeeding each one.
Yeah, which means you take half damage. That's how breath weapons
Yeah.
work.
I don't remember this being mentioned.
It was mentioned a lot, but okay. I'm
Just
sorry.
take 15 damage for me right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That puts you roughly within range of everyone else.
All right.
Okay. And one of the crystals above the door fades, as the others have, leaving only one remaining.
So we all need to get fucking blasted. One more time, and hopefully the right element comes around for us.
Hmm.
Oh, he says.
He says. I need 2 more d6s.
2 more.
I'll get one of them. Ah, 5.
5.
I know we don't need that one.
Who's on the other one? Want me to do it?
Someone's got to do it.
4.
A 4. Wow, guys.
Is that neither of them?
The heads on the corners of the room, the external corners of the room, again light up, this time in green smoking gas pouring out of them. While the pillars along, or the faces along the cardinals of the pillars, the north, south, east, and west, start dripping with a sizzling liquid once again.
And we did not
North,
succeed
south,
that
east,
one.
and west.
I don't think it's even possible to do both on one turn.
Well, we need both of them?
I think so, because only you, Rinn, took the acid damage last time, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think I took fire.
So we have
This
not
is-
completed acid.
No, but that sounded more like poison, and we didn't do poison yet.
You are
So the first one is
are
poison. The second one is acid.
you are yes. There appear to be both poison and acid occurring at the same time right now.
Oh,
Corners are poison. So I think
Oh,
we
we
should all
need
do the
both.
corners. Well, we can't do both. It's not possible.
gotcha. Okay.
So I say we do poison while I have the immunity at least.
Yeah, probably.
Should still be going, right, Dre? Since we
Yeah.
started.
Oh yeah,
combat?
it's only been like 4 rounds, so.
Okay.
And things that last a minute in combat last 10 rounds, so.
Okay.
60 seconds. Okay. Are you guys happy with your current positions?
Well,
Leave it.
it's just north, south, east, and west. It's getting
North,
blasted?
south, east, and west, and then inward from each of the corners.
Oh, okay.
So,
Are all acid?
All 4 corners appear to be poison. All 4, the plus in the middle appear to be acid.
Okay.
We're doing poison.
Okay.
Okay. Then another pulse goes through. You are all engulfed in a cloud of toxic gas as gouts of acid spray across the room. I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Con, okay.
Oof.
I don't have to do anything, right? Or do I?
Are you immune or resistant?
Let's see. I'll confirm for you.
That is extremely important.
Probably resistance.
Well, the special thing I did. Where is it? Where it? Oh, I am immune,
Yes, chromatic warding
so I don't have to do
makes you immune to poison damage for 1 minute. Yep. Yep.
Watch it
Correct.
not work. It'd be funny.
Okay, once again, 13 and below is a fail.
19.
And that
Failed.
is going to be a total of 6 poison damage.
Oh, so only 3.
Not
Oh,
as bad
thank
as I
God.
thought.
Oh, thank God.
So if you succeeded on the save, 3. If you failed, 6.
Guys, it's getting pretty
Pretty hurt.
dicey for me over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're really hurt.
Does anybody have any potions?
Actually, I might have a potion.
I can fix this real fast.
I have a greater potion of healing.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Jadit is going to pull a potion out of his pocket and drink it.
Did the gem change at all with all the poison damage?
Nope.
Oh my
So,
gosh, that
we-
sucks.
So we
Wait,
have to hit.
What?
We have to. It's
We
not
have to
tracking
be-
poison. Poison was just.
So we have to
had
hit.
We had to get
Maybe
acid.
get hit by all of it. Maybe.
No, we need to get hit
The
by acid.
technical
Acid's the last
Acid?
one.
Oh.
Annoying
There's
ass
no
puzzle.
poison.
Wait, did
There's
we
no
not
poison
get...
gem.
Do we?
Oh.
Is only one gem still lit up?
There's only one gem still lit up.
I thought acid and poison might count
Maybe
for both.
maybe
but-
poison
oh,
is not the one we need to complete.
Yeah, we can ignore it, I think.
And also, to add to this, anyone who did fail that save is poisoned for the next hour. Which is a disadvantage on your ability checks, your skill checks. Not saving
Well,
throws,
just like-
thankfully.
Fucking obliterated.
The room goes dark once again, and once again, the heads begin to charge up, except this time it's all of the ones in the center. The heads on the corners are dripping with acid, and the heads facing vertically appear to be smoking with poisonous gas.
These
We
the
need to
corners
be in the
acid.
corner.
North, south, east, west is poison. Diagonals is acid.
All right, everyone
I'll
getting.
do acid.
Yeah, let's all do acid. Yeah.
Wow, what a sentence.
So we're doing just the acid.
Just the acid, yeah.
Which was corners?
North, south,
Corners,
east,
yeah.
west.
All right.
Hold
Were
on,
you
can
guys?
I like
Were you guys passing potions between each other quick before this happens?
I was gonna say,
'Cause
I could also cure wounds real quick with
That would
Rinn.
be fantastic.
Yeah, you get
If we can, like-
one round of actions.
How much movement speed do I have?
Halved. Your move speed halved.
15.
So if you move up 10 and then Rinn moves down 5, heal, and then you guys split 5 feet each direction, you should be back in the corner.
Not really. How much movement speed do you have, Rinn?
I have 35, but everything's disadvantaged, so I can only do about.
So can we reach each other, Dre, and return to our spots? It's like just barely not enough, I think.
No, you can.
You can.
I can do it.
Both
I
of you
can
can
go
move
to you
15.
and then come back. Oh, or that. Yeah, we could.
Yeah,
do
you
that.
guys just meet in the middle and then move back.
Or Rinn just dashes.
Yep.
I'm going
Okay.
to dash. Yeah, I'll do the dashing because you're doing the action.
Okay, I'll do that and cure wounds. Let's see what that's gonna be. Give me a second.
Help me, bud. I really need a hug right now.
Give you a hug.
Bud gives Rinn a hug, and she gets 5 points of health back.
Oh, thanks. That helped a little.
You're welcome.
Every little bit counts, right? Jadded says in the corner.
That might. I guess
Okay.
we're good to go.
Good to go? Alrighty.
Yeah.
You sound very sure of yourself. As that pulse sounds out, gouts of poisonous gas flow into the room alongside sprays of acid, and all of my selections just unselected themselves. Come on, roll 20. It's gonna be a whole reveal. It was gonna look pretty. It was gonna be nice, but no. There we go. As cones of poisonous gas and lines of acid spray out, I need everyone in an acid line to make a dex save.
All right.
That sounds like a good noise.
Look at an airplane going over.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, what happens when you roll 1?
It's a fail. That's for sure.
21.
Okay. Once again, 13 and below is a failure. If you failed that save, you're going to take 10 acid damage. And if you passed, half that.
Yikes.
It's a 5 for me.
Right back to where we were before Bud hugged me.
Hey, worked out well.
Yeah, that worked.
And as the acid washes over you guys, stinging horribly, the mechanisms in the room seem to slow and clunk, 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 to a stop, and the final crystal goes dark.
Oh,
Oh,
my
good.
goodness.
Thank God.
Okay,
I don't know if we could take much more of
My
that.
flesh is burning over here.
I want to immediately just start casting Aura of Vitality.
Yep.
It lasts for like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yep.
Or like a minute.
Something like that.
So how would I figure out how much I'm healing? Would I just roll like 20d6? So I want to just use the whole minute.
Casting time, 1 action, concentration up to a minute.
Oh, it's an action to cast.
It is a casting time of
I
1
thought I
action.
cast one. Oh, I misread.
Concentration
Oh, I
up to a
could've-
minute.
We could have cheesed that whole thing. Oh, dang it.
Since it lasts for a minute, you can heal someone. You can heal people 10 times.
So if I just roll 20d6 and then I just spread out that total, would that be okay?
Sure.
To speed this up?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
This is gonna like crash D&D Beyond.
I did try and test at one point how many dice you could possibly roll in
Oh,
D&D
that's-
Beyond,
well,
and it
That's
was
not the right one.
it was concerning.
I
was
immediately went
concerning.
into attack mode.
Oh
And I
no.
was like, oh, D20s. No, not that one.
I was like 226. That's a lot.
That's a lot of health. What are you, a life cleric?
I could spread 80 health around. So that's... What, 16 a person, I think? Yeah, that'd be 16 a person. So if everybody just wants to add 16 health, that should be good.
That's incredible.
Thank
That
you.
is so good. Thank you.
God
God bless.
bless you.
So, As Synas is healing, God bless. As Synas is healing all of you, the door to the north opens, followed by the door to the south, opening.
Oh, I forgot Jaded's here.
Yeah, he is. Do you want to heal him too?
He's good. He just used a potion. He's fine.
He did just drink a potion.
He's already been
He's
through
not
these
helping.
trials.
He doesn't deserve it.
Well, he is kind of helping. He's kind of helping.
Kinda.
Boy.
He is helping. He is helping, actually.
He's been through these trials, so he could just
No.
like not join in a room.
He's not been through this trial. before.
God. You know what? No, I'm not.
You don't have
Synas
to
is
heal him if you
more-
don't want to.
Synas is more worried about the group.
Okay.
Jaded is a guest right
Okay.
now, so
I got
He's
you.
Probably
I got
he's
you.
got potions anyway, so.
Okay.
he's an NPC.
What,
he has
what's he at
infinite,
right now?
infinite potions.
What'd you say,
Yeah,
bud?
he's-
What's he at right now?
You don't know. He looks fine though.
Oh. Okay.
He's
I
an
mean,
essential
that's fine then.
NPC. He can't die.
That's-
It just says Jada is unconscious.
That's not true. Jaded absolutely can die.
No, don't say that, DM. Don't say that.
I say this in preparation for you going to kill a dragon alongside him. He definitely can die.
Are we doing that right now? Are we gonna fight the dragon right now? Like after these trials? Or do you mean we're
Yeah.
trying to find him?
I don't know. You don't know. You know the dragon's on top of a mountain. You don't think he's in here, probably.
I was gonna say we weren't heading to. We don't even know which mountain yet, so.
Yeah, you know it's Ann Mountain, but you don't know which mountain.
On a
And
mountain.
Ann Mountain.
Mountain.
Okay. As this room opens, automatically, you see within it a massive, odd mechanical forge filling most of the northern portion of this chamber. A huge stone construction with inlays of golds and silvers. To your left, to the west, you see a roughly hewn, levitating, whitish-colored crystal that hums and glows with power, ensconced within a golden cage. And off to the east side, you see a wide desk, blank and hewn from stone. You also see several figures slumped against and behind the desk,
Oh.
each wearing the signature gray and black robes of the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh.
However,
Slumped,
they
like,
appear
or-
slumped you're not sure dead or unconscious from this distance,
Okay.
but they are slumped. The desk is covered in some different papers and scrolls. The forge has some embers within it still, and this crystal hums off to the side. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going over to the bodies immediately.
Okay. Upon closer inspection, you can immediately tell that each of them has had their throat cut open.
Oh.
Oh,
The blood settling within the tops of their coats is dried but looks fairly fresh.
I'm going to use my paladin spider senses.
Okay. You detect your Fey companions and nothing else.
Okay, fair enough.
They're dead. For now.
For now.
What do the papers on the table look like? What are they like looking at?
As you sift through them, and it appears that some blood has been sprayed upon these papers as well,
What a mess.
you find several scrolls and papers sprawled across the wide desk, some of which looking as if someone had fallen upon them in a scuffle. Several things catch your eye. Or rather, a couple things catch your eye. There appears to be a small map showing a mountain range, as well as a set of drawings that appear to be sketches of a dragon, the body of which appears to be covered in runes, as well as odd crystals protruding from its different points on its body and the shoulders and along the back.
Thava's gonna call Rinn over.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
Call Rinn right
Um,
over.
Does this look like that dragon you saw? I mean, we've all
Let's see
seen him in.
Deriaz.
I was saying, I think we've seen the dragon in passing, but it's like it was,
Yeah,
like,
you haven't seen him
swooping
in
over.
detail. He's cruised
Yeah,
past
so-
you guys. a few times and vanished. But Rinn, as you look at the sketch of this dragon, this is 1-to-1 exactly what you had seen in that scrying stone.
Yeah, that's him for sure. Him, her, it? I don't know.
So you said there was a map.
There is
Mount
also a map,
range.
yes. Which, as you guys pull out your area map, which we'll pop right back to real quick. Shoop. Shoop. You turn and rotate the paper a few times to get it to line up, and the curvature looks like it follows the Sword Mountains. And you see that they have marked upon there 2 things. One is a note saying, where does this go? Map. Icespire Peak. And the other, a notable place called Icespire Hold, further to the east of the highest peak itself.
Well, that sounds like where we can find our guy.
What's with the crystal in the other corner of the room, Dre?
Oh, God. As you approach the crystal, you see that it is an intricate cage with a mechanical wheel attached to the front of it, which has the 5 chromatic dragon colors in pie wedges along the face of it. Kind of like a little spinning wheel kind of thing there for... God, what the heck are they called with like all the little dowels in it? The... Forget.
You got me.
Prize wheel, whatever the hell. You know what I mean, I think.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like a raffle wheel.
Yeah, like that
Spin
kind
the
of thing.
wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel, that kind of thing, except without the little dowels and with the bronze lever on the right side of it.
It's like a prize wheel.
Yeah, I should prize wheel, why not? But you see a 5 wedge wheel with the 5 different colors upon it. The crystal inside of this cage glows lightly. It seems almost like a giant chunk of quartz.
Are there any inscriptions anywhere like we found in the other rooms?
There, as far as you can see, are not. There is no obvious plaque to this room.
Interesting. I wonder if this is even a challenge.
And Jadit, walking in, nods to the forge in the north of the room and goes, "Nope, that's exactly what we're looking for."
So we're done?
Well, I think you just passed all 3 of your trials, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty fucking beat up.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was rough. I don't know how a single person was supposed to do that. Should have a conversation with some of the administrators. Anyway.
Wow.
Hey, toss the manager. This shit's stupid.
And the massive forge, as he directs your attention to it, is an odd mix of mechanical and magical parts that weave in and out of the wall. You're not really sure what any bit of it does, as it seems very complicated. But there is a large rectangular space in the middle, which looks like what would have been a form to pour metal into, but it is just a blank rectangle. A slot which sits empty, as if waiting for something to be inserted. The slot itself is rectangular, sits about 6 inches down, and is about the length of Thava's greatsword. So it's a fairly large slot.
Is there anything around the room that resembles this?
Nope.
It's like a mold.
It kind of looks like a mold, yeah.
So we're waiting for a mold. Is there already a mold sitting in there?
There doesn't appear to be.
Is it okay, so we have the forge in here. Are there any kinds of like molds like near the furnace that we could use?
There don't appear to be any, no.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know how this works?
I have not repaired one. You guys said you had a broken Slayer weapon, right?
Thava pulls the short sword.
These things are magically driven. I don't know if you actually even need a mold to make them work, but it should maybe recognize the broken weapon and fix it for you. Might just need to put it in.
With the shot.
Oh.
She puts it in the slot or whatever.
And Jadit walks over to the side where the large bellows is and sets into motion the whole system by pulling down on the bellows. And as the flame roars into life, the mold slides closed and slides up into the fire, vanishing out of sight. And he looks at you all and goes, "Okay, let's give that time to cook, I guess."
Wonder if you could put some other weapons in there and they'll make them into dragon slaying weapons.
Well, there is, and he gestures towards the crystal. That is something the elves in my company concocted up to provide temporary buffs to individuals that are looking to do dragon hunting but haven't earned their weapons yet.
Oh, so that's what we're actually here for.
Well, combination thereof. You did say you wanted to fix the weapon, so we're fixing a weapon. That is probably going to make our lives a little more tolerable. They generally just need to be charged up with the correct element. Whatever you want to be resistant to, hit the crystal with it, pull the lever.
Does anyone have ice magic?
I don't.
Wait. Thava does have the what's it called? Chromatic infusion.
That's true.
I don't know if that would work, but I guess she could give it a shot.
Does that let you choose the element?
Yes.
Okay.
But you have to hit something, so I'm worried that I'll fucking shatter the crystal. Can you imagine? Well, you're supposed to hit it. It's fine.
Yeah, right. It's supposed to take a blast from something, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just to be safe, and because her other weapon has elemental damage attached to it, she's gonna put it on her old greatsword, which she also has.
Yep.
Handy, and I guess she'll do chromatic infusion, cold.
Yep.
And whack it. See what happens.
As you attack this cage, because there's not really a good spot to hit this crystal from, it's fully ensconced within this golden cage, you strike it and the golden metal resonates loudly around the room. But the energy that was around your weapon seems to just get sucked right off and into the cage itself, the crystal pulling it inward. And the wheel on the front of this cage actually does start spinning. And then it slows down until the white color is facing upward with a little arrow pointing to it.
Okay. And they said pull the lever? Is everyone standing nearby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone gather up, and as you throw the lever, a pulse of energy gets sent outward in a about 10-foot diameter sphere around this crystal. Or sorry, 10-foot radius sphere around this crystal. A big gust of very cold wind envelops all of you. But you feel some sort of magic take root within your bodies. For the next 10 days, you gain resistance to cold damage.
Oh.
And your weapons currently on your bodies seem to infuse with this infuse with a similar energy as well.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine the killing we could make on those javelins for the next 10 days if we still had them?
Whoa, wait. What do you mean? So they're infused with cold damage, or
They for lack of a better description, they will all have the Dragon Slayer property for the next 10 days.
Oh, wow.
Which
that's
deals an
actually
additional
okay.
2d6 damage to dragons.
That's fantastic. Holy shit.
Wow. 2d6. That's really good.
So
that's just weapons.
That's all melee weapons, arrows, everything that everyone has right now. Well, specifically, it's the bows.
Well, we got our timeline.
So for the next 10 days, you have resistance to cold damage and the Dragon Slayer effect applied to all of your weapons. Jadit nods a little bit. All right. Well, you guys did pretty good there. That was a lot. I think we're ready for and as he looks to the door that you had all entered from, the only door of the room, the elven woman is already standing there, leaned up against the wall, having very quietly approached, perhaps. You're not sure.
Damn.
I would say well done, but that would be redundant. You all did very well. Now, we should have a conversation. Jadit had asked me to look into this dragon specifically. Provided I have a name, I can do so. This dragon that you're hunting is abnormal, as you are no doubts aware. But further than that, it appears as though... Well, I suppose I should step back a bit. What is all of your knowledge of the multiple planes that we all inhabit? The outer planes, the different planes that can be accessed through magic. Things such as the Feywild, the Shadowfell.
We would know a little bit about that from Naya, right, Trey?
A little bit.
Feywild, yeah. And even Bolt as well.
Yeah, he's from the Feywild.
Yeah, so know about that.
Yeah, my grandparents are from the Feywild.
Yeah, I think with Reyka, she's only heard about the Feywild, but doesn't really know anything about it.
Well, there are rather an enormous amount of different planes that exist, that are accessible through different routes. There is the material plane, where we all exist, the Feywild, as you know, and the counterpart to it, the Shadowfell. Beyond that, and she begins, she waves one hand, and with some glittery gold magic floating out of it, she begins to inscribe on one of the large tiles in the room an image which I shall post to you all here. Relevant images. She begins to draw this circle and series of circles and wedges, and explains as she goes, surrounding the Feywild Shadowfell, our material plane is something known as the ethereal plane, something accessible only to those with certain magic. Beyond that, the elemental planes. Once you get beyond that, there are many outer planes, some of which are far too dangerous for mortals to explore, things such as the Nine Hells, all sorts of places. And still further beyond that, things that are unknowable to mortal minds. But there are alternate versions of the material plane that exist. Different worlds that sometimes have the lines between them blurred. Dragons being such ancient and arcane creatures sometimes can bridge that gap. I believe certain individuals studying it call it an echo. Usually what this means is multiple dragons on multiple different worlds begin to become linked together. So all sorts of effects can happen. To my knowledge, I believe you're dealing with one such thing. An individual that has been linked to a dragon on a different plane. And I believe that's what's causing it to have these odd abilities, despite it being young in appearance.
Do you mean the dragon?
Yes.
Appearing young. It's massive.
But it's no bigger than, it's smaller than most adults are. Dragons can get truly tremendous. It is surely much larger than it should be for what I assume its age to be. But there are much bigger dragons out there. Either way, in this case, it is far more magically capable than I am used to. The runes and crystals on its body are indicative of something more. Something perhaps linking this world together. After observing it for the few times that I have, I think primarily its crystals are its link and probably the source of its abilities.
Like the ones we destroyed in the Wave Echo Cave?
I am unsure, as I am not aware of your exploits.
Synas, you still have those?
I do, actually. I was just thinking about that. And he'll go ahead and pull out the little vibrating crystals.
She approaches and looks over them. Her eyes flashing a few different colors briefly. I see. Odd magic indeed. I am not sure if this is the same thing which plagues this individual, but I suppose the coincidence cannot be ignored. Crystals are often able to be attuned to different magics. They are wonderful arcane sponges, as it were. So perhaps. In my scrying efforts, I was able to see the dragon as it sounds like you all have. It rests in a mountain fortress, and it currently sleeps. I surmise it must be waiting for a moment to strike. So it is likely this is the best time to deal with it. This does, of course, mean that you will have to climb your way up to it, which can be treacherous in and of itself, especially given the ghastly weather you seem to be experiencing out here. But I leave that more to all of you. I can perhaps provide you something for that. She pulls a small satchel around her side, and she reaches down into it, and then like all the way down to her elbow in this, like, it looks like a coin purse. She like reaches way further than you'd expect into this bag, pulls out a little orange stone, and holds it out to Synas as she's standing right in front of you.
Yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
This can be activated to provide you warmth. Think of it as a sort of portable campfire. Except magical. It should keep you warm despite the elements, but it does only last for 8 hours, so do use it for keeping yourselves safe out there. Return it to Jadit once you've finished your excursion, and he will be able to return it to me.
Seems pretty convenient.
Well, I did come prepared. I am here to help. But to that matter, I would ask if you have questions of me. I will do my best to answer them.
Oh, gee.
So am I to understand that with this warming thing, it is to prepare us to the climb to presumably Icespire Peak?
It would probably keep you at least, if you had to spend a night on the side of a mountain in the middle of a blizzard, it probably would keep you from freezing to death.
Okay.
How hard is this dragon going to be?
I am not sure. But Jadet seems confident in all of you. And you clearly are tough. You survived quite the ordeal coming to this room. I imagine you shall be able to do it with adequate preparations.
How would you recommend we prepare for a dragon fight?
Well,
I know we got the dragon on this plane, but if there's some other dragon linked to it, is there some way to like sever that connection? Or go to the other plane and face this other dragon?
He beat me to the question.
if you could figure out which plane or which place it is attached to, then perhaps. But as this is a somewhat understudied phenomenon, I am not sure what you would find on the other side. If perhaps you would find something even more powerful than this one who had created the link in the first place, that might be even more dangerous.
Would that be Glassstaff, perhaps, that did this? I'm looking at my notes, because he's the one that escaped, right?
He's one of the many, both the wizards that you dealt with escaped.
I don't think this feels like it's above his pay grade. I would assume it's that Aarakocra.
The Aarakocra. Okay. Well, did we get his name or no?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He left pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing something with the crystals in the cave, so...
Sure were.
I will say, you do know sort of what the crystals were for in the cave.
And didn't Naya have some kind of connection?
Yeah, and Izithar also had said that, you know, it was part of locking something away in there.
Oh, so we don't think that was from the connection to the dragon? Or do
You don't, I would say you don't think that they're related.
Oh.
Hmm.
They're just two happenstance collections of crystals doing different things.
Crystals and magic do go well together.
We have two large problems going on right now.
Yeah, one of them is that I'm hungry.
Same.
Well, Gala rubs her hands together a bit. As I said, I am able to provide you information. I am sure you are aware you are walking into something very dangerous, but again, I feel likely if you have the tools to keep yourself safe, perhaps artifacts, other items, and she gestures to Jadet standing behind your group. This one here, you will probably be okay. I am not saying it will be easy, or that it will not be dangerous, but survivable, I suppose, is the best way to put it. But given that this storm blocks off so much of the Sword Coast currently, and the powers that be might not be reacting with as much speed as is necessary to fix this problem, there are few who have an opportunity such as yourselves.
Well, I guess we're doing it then.
So we don't know what the crystals that Synas has, what they do. We
You
don't
do know what they were. They were part of the crystal that Naya destroyed in the Wave Echo Cave.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not
Naya
connected to
knew what
this.
they were, but we didn't know what they were. She said something about the end of the world, so we can assume it's bad.
Oh. Yeah.
And then she just fucking appeared.
Mm.
So
It's true.
we never really got to figure that out. Ominous much.
So is there anybody that the elf could point us to that she may know? I'd like to figure out what crystals we need to take care of her now. Because the unexplored phenomenon, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she would say that she is not entirely sure what you will find at the top of that mountain.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to. She seems very resourceful, so I'm trying to figure out some questions. I can't think of any.
Yeah, I don't know if she knows anything that we couldn't ask Jadit in terms of dragon fighting, so.
I will have to take my leave once we are free of this place. But I would say that you all will have... Should you, of course, deal with this creature in return and continue your lives, I would say you have an open invitation to come to the guild at some point, if you ever find yourselves far enough east.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
Where are you stationed at, mainly?
We are generally quite far east, even further than the deserts of Arrow Rock. Even, I'm not sure most maps out here really look at where we stay. Jadit is coming quite a long way to deal with all of this. That was mainly because he wanted to get away from all the bureaucracy. And she gives him a knowing smirk.
Yeah, I can't say we have any more questions. It sounds like we've just got some preparation to do.
Maybe I have a random question. Bud produces the half-green mask that he's still holding on to.
Oh.
What's the elf's name again?
You have been introduced to her as Gala.
Miss Gal, I have a question.
Of course.
He raises his
Is
hand.
this fake or real? I was told that the real dragon masks don't break. So, I assume this is a fake.
As she looks over it, she raises an eyebrow and goes, "Have you much experience with these artifacts, young one?"
Yeah, a little bit. We have another one.
You see she pauses for a few moments, shaking her head a little bit as she looks over the one in your hands. "Well, that one is certainly fake, but I would not mind seeing this other one if you claim to have it."
I don't remember who's holding it.
Thava is.
I was holding it, yeah.
Definitely. She wouldn't be caught not holding it.
We know
So-
it's supposed to be pretty dangerous to hold on to, but I assume that, we don't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
No, indeed. What you're holding in your hands is a facsimile, though.
Man,
A fax of what?
A facsimile, a fake. Something made to look as one, but no. Something of that power would not be sunderable. And if it
Well, that's
was...
synonymous with a reproduction.
Say again?
It's synonymous with a reproduction of a facsimile.
What the fuck did I walk back into?
Did you step away?
Yeah, did no one hear me? I said
No.
I'd get it back.
No, I heard nothing.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
We were wondering why you weren't jumping on the fact that she wanted to see your dragon mask.
Oh, did she?
Bud produced his little half dragon mask that he has,
Okay.
and
And I said, yeah, we have another one.
and she had said, "I would like to look at that if that is true."
The half one? Okay.
The full one.
Oh.
She has already said the half one is a fake.
Well, the half one's fake. Very sad.
I'm gonna. Can I roll like an insight check? Because I'm a little paranoid of people asking about that
Yep.
thing. Because I know it's very valuable.
Go right ahead.
Can I give advantage with that because I'm also talking with her? It looks like you're fine.
Yeah, I don't think you could. You're not really able to provide advantage on insight just by being part of the conversation.
I got an
Okay.
18 to insight.
18's way more than enough. Looking at her expression and a slight bit of wavering to her voice, she seems like she is showing signs of worry and interest. She seems very concerned more than anything.
Concerned that we have the mask.
Yes.
Potentially. Okay, well, as long as I'm not getting the vibe that she's like secretly like wanting it.
You
I
don't seem to
guess.
be getting that vibe.
Okay. I guess Thava will pull it out and show her.
And as you remove the mask from your bag, you see she takes a bit of a step back and shakes her head slightly. No, that is genuine.
And you knew so quickly.
Let's just say I have some experience with the individuals that often seek these.
The cult.
Yes. Likely that you have this has painted a very bright target on you. I would be concerned keeping that around for too long. And you see she looks at it repeatedly, just kind of squinting, almost as if looking at it is a bit painful for her.
Well, if that's the case, she's gonna put it back in the bag.
I
Do
mean,
you...
is this something we should entrust with y'all, or should we hold on to it?
No,
I feel really safe to carry around while you've got other shit to do.
it would be best kept in a vault, which we do not have at our guild. We are not really set up for holding on to magical artifacts. I would recommend you find somewhere that has a proper artifact vault.
Yeah, to be fair, Jadet told us he didn't know either, so...
But it is... Do you plan to use it?
I mean, if it comes down to it, is there any danger in using it?
Well, that's the one that it gives a lot of great stats if you
Yep.
Yeah,
attune with it.
fantastic.
So, yeah, combined with the effects we got from the forge just now, whoever wears that is going to be killer.
Yup.
I would say it would be a very powerful weapon to wield against a white dragon. I would be very cautious of those who would seek to liberate it from you, if they are still... And she glances over at the individuals dead next to the desk. If there are more of them still.
Does she know how those that dragon cult dudes got in here? Because they're recent.
I would assume that they perform the trials.
But who killed them?
That is a very good question.
Can we do a investigation check on the bodies real quick, or did we already do that?
You can. What are you looking for? All that anyone has sussed out is that their throats were cut open.
Yeah.
Just to see, like, maybe if it was self-inflicted or not. If there's any signs of that. Would that be investigation or perception?
I would say that would be investigation.
Alright. Ooh, that's a 17.
I would say, Bud, as you're looking at this scene here, it doesn't look like... There is a bit of a scuffle that clearly happened as the papers on the desk are misarranged and there are blood splatters in many spots on them. But the way that they are sitting, it's as if they were set there to be that way. And there is surprisingly little blood on the floor. So it seems as though they were killed very quickly.
But you said they were set there.
Well, as if someone killed them and then sat them down in that spot, rather than letting their bodies just fall over. But there is also barely any blood on the floor. The cuts are very clean and very thin, but very deep.
Okay. With my investigation check, is there anything on the bodies?
You find the necklaces that they all carry. The symbol of the open hand with 5 different colored fingers. But beyond that, they do not have any personal effects, including weapons. Their weapons appear to have been taken away or removed at some point.
Makes sense. Gotta take your loot.
Okay.
Is there any way out of here? Whoever killed them, did they come back out the way we went in?
It appears there is only one way in and out. Places like this are designed to be extremely secure. I would only put one door on a place I didn't want anyone in.
Does that
We
mean...
likely just missed them.
Or they're still in here somewhere, hiding?
Well, you did what was that thing you did, Thava? The check to see if there's any life forms?
Yeah, if it functions, it tells me if there's like Fae or like Celestials or
Okay, so there could still be someone nearby, maybe.
I'm just so basically my ping, if it was a normal person, would not detect them.
Correct.
It's only basically for like
Fae, fiends,
certain
undead,
kinds of-
celestials.
Yeah.
Basically picking up on things that have come from other planes.
Okay.
With our luck, it's another person invisible that slipped out while we walked in.
Right? Fucking glass staff all over again.
Can I do like an Arcana check to get like a sense of if there's anything else magical in the area?
Don't you have detect magic?
I have to prepare that, and I don't have it prepared.
I mean,
Unless we
I have
sit here.
I have
you can
dispel
sit here for a
magic.
couple minutes. We're waiting for the sword to be made.
For
anyways.
8 hours?
It's not- I have to sit here for 8 hours.
Oh, you're
It's-
prepared. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I need.
okay.
Yeah,
All right, guys,
I
so
have-
walk around. No.
I've got dispel magic, but I need like a target. So that's why I'm wondering if I can do like an Arcana just to suss
Yeah,
out.
sure.
Like if
Give me an Arcana check.
it'd be a
See if there's
pretty high
any
DC,
kind
I would
of
guess,
Also,
but-
you
odd
could
magical
ask the
signatures.
wizard lady. You'd be like, "Hey, there's something going on."
Was it 17 pick up on anything?
As you're walking around the room, you, with your familiarity with detect magic, you kind of feel that this entire space pulses with a bit of magical energy, just by the nature of it. But you don't pick up on any specifics, like someone being invisible in a corner or traces of the magic that would be associated with that.
Yeah, I need something more specific and direct. So I don't think I'm going to be able to find anyone this time.
As you are finishing up your check on the room, a loud clunk and a little ding-ding-ding of a bell on the forge sounds out. And the
The microwave went off.
yeah, oven's done. The big form comes sliding out, and the opening slides open once again. And within it, contained, is similar to Jadet's blade, a slightly curved black metal short sword. with
Nice.
the same hilt being a crossguard that looks like the outspread of a dragon's wings, the pommel, of course, being a head of a dragon.
Ooh.
Wow.
Very nice. Thava's gonna go over and pick it up and look it over.
It
Gonna give
looks
a whirl.
pretty immaculate. Like it's a completely new blade, basically.
Give it a couple little swings.
It's very light.
Yeah, even though it's not really her kind of preferred main weapon,
What's her preference?
it isn't. What do you think?
The big fuck-off sword on her back.
Yeah. But it is a nice sidearm. It's situational, so.
But yes, you have a Dragon Slayer short sword.
Cool. Is that an actual thing in the?
It is.
Wow.
It is a Dragon Slayer short sword.
Very cool.
Hmm. I
mean, Reyka uses short swords.
Does she?
Oh yeah. That's one
Twin
of my
short
favorites.
swords.
Oh, yeah, you know, you bitch.
Oh, yeah, betcha.
Could give that to her.
It's up to you guys.
Come on, Reyka, you get in there. Get in there.
What is it, like a cold something?
No, it
It's a
is.
fucking Dragon
Dragon
Slayer
Slayer
short sword.
sword.
It is a short sword that has a similar design to Jadet's weapon, with the metal of the blade being a very dark black, the crossguard of open wings with the pommel of a dragon's head open, dragon's mouth open and roaring.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want me to have it, I'll take it.
I mean, it's a melee weapon you would actually use. I mean,
I would
have...
absolutely use it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thava just kind of like tosses the sword towards Reyka.
Roll a d20, please.
Oh my god. That was not an attack roll!
Pointy
No,
end or
Reyka.
blunt end first?
Reyka for catching it.
Yeah, roll a dexterity check.
Right.
Was right back.
You scratched the paint.
Ah!
You scratched the finish.
You can add a Dragon Slayer short sword to your inventory.
Woo!
It is a
Sweet.
+1 weapon, and actually, Deriaz, if you'd like to update the note in Discord, the Dragon Slayer's effect is a 3d6 to damage.
Oh, you said 2d6.
I did. I was wrong.
Whoa. Didn't know that could happen.
So how do I gotta find it? Okay.
If you go to manage inventory, you just start typing in Dragon Slayer, and you should find
Short
it.
sword add. Just one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cool. I like that.
The elven woman again, looking over your party, nods with a bit of a smile. With a dragon mask by your side, you might definitely be standing a good chance against whatever that thing is up there. I think my only last words to all of you would be, make its death swift. It is likely, seemingly, a bit, what is the word? Out of its mind? No, too intense. Agitated. And remember that dragons are not animals, they are thinking creatures. They will have plans and fallbacks, but I think it is unlikely to run, given what level of domain it has established here. If there are no further questions, I will take my leave. But just know that I will be watching eagerly to see the results of this.
All
Thank
right.
you for your help.
I only hope that it was helpful. Sufficiently. From this creature, I can only get so much information with what I have at my disposal.
It's more than what little we were working with, so thank you.
And she walks up to Jadit and sets a hand against his cheek and looks him dead in the eyes for a few moments in a quiet exchange before striding towards the door that she had entered in. And you see Jadit's face twist in a bit of an eye roll.
Oh? What was that exchange about?
Don't worry about it. She's just being herself. I think we'll wait for Del to get back here, and then we will see where we wrap up for today, because we're getting on to about 3 hours here.
Alright.
So you guys are in this final room here. What would you like to do? Do you want to start heading back? What would you like to do?
Is there anything else to explore in here?
You seem to have accomplished everything that this place is
Pretty
got
sure
in it.
shot.
There's the potential of maybe someone is still here who killed these
killed
people. We
those
don't
guys.
know. We don't know.
But it seemed very fresh, and so we're like,
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it seems like within the last day.
Okay, well, that's a long time for them to get the fuck out. So I highly doubt they
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, if it's a day, then yeah.
Unless we want to do that whole blind sight thing with the mask right now.
Oh god.
Takes an
Right.
hour to attune,
Oh.
so I could just walk.
All right, we should get the fuck out then. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys follow along back out the way you came in, through each of the trials that you had passed, and back out to the giant double doors that lead out into the blustering blizzard that is raging outside. And once again begin to set off into the cold, presumably returning to Fandalen.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we should
presume
probably
correctly.
see if there's any supplies we need first.
What, from this empty dwarven cavern?
No, I mean from Van Dalen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. It takes you guys quite a bit of time. Another multiple hours of marching back through waist-deep snow to return to Fandalen. By the time you are getting back, since this has all been one day, coming out here doing all this and then going back, it's probably getting on toward the mid-evening-ish by the time you're returning. 5, 6 o'clock kind of thing.
I know it was I know it was that close.
Yeah, it was only, 10 miles south. And even going slow, you guys can achieve going there and back in one day, though when you do return to Fandalen, you are very tired. Marching through deep, deep snow is very rough. The town is much like you left it. Very much trying to just keep itself going despite the locked down state of things. There is smoke rolling from every chimney in town as people keep themselves warm from the harsh environs that they find themselves in. Jadet departs your group to head back to the inn and remarks, again, just whenever you're ready. I'm ready to go deal with this bastard. We got 10 days. And he heads off inside to go up to his room. What would y'all like to do to wrap out this evening?
So we're in the inn in the evening, about to take a long rest, I take it,
Yep.
yeah?
It is evening
Okay.
time. There are people in the inn drinking. It is perhaps not as merry as normal. A bit of moroseness, several arguments still breaking out regularly. Toblin behind the counter does not seem to know what he should do, and is very much just polishing a glass for the rest of time.
About what time in the evening is it?
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we'll say.
Okay.
By the time you guys are getting settled in.
Reyka's gonna scan the inn for tabaxi.
Yeah.
Ah.
Glancing around the room, in that, slight outcropping of the inn, the little L-shaped portion, you do see the cloaked figure, the white tiger-looking tabaxi sitting at the table down there, who, as you look at him, his eyes seem to look up to meet yours, and he gives you a little bit of a wave.
I go right on over there.
Yeah.
Kind of with a little hurry in my step.
Wonderful to see you this evening. Handling the cold well, are we?
Doing my best.
I assume, obviously. And he reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded piece of paper between two clawed fingers. You would like to see this? And he offers it to you.
I eagerly take it.
And I can copy-paste you what he gives you here.
Ooh.
Do we get to see? Do we get to see?
Only if she wants you to.
Reyka? Are you doing this
Hey,
in front of
listen.
us?
I'm
Rhos,
across
run into
the
it.
room from
Run
you
into the
guys
room.
right now. You guys can do whatever else you want to do.
We saw you walk over there. I followed you. I am behind you. I'm right next to you. Reyka! Hey, what are you up to?
Reyka just ignores her and is just like fervently, or just quickly scanning this note.
I peek.
Hold on while I read it. Hold on.
You can go ahead and copy paste that to me, DM. I peek.
Is Reyka going to allow the peeking to occur? Does she even notice?
She's not even gonna notice. She's too enraptured into this message.
Yes.
The whole party
I'm
converges around.
starving.
The
I'm
whole
gonna go get some food
Yeah, you can go get food. Toblin will have
and a drink.
his wife provides you with a platter of primarily dried meats. As it seems this town is mainly working with ration-like food rather than completely fresh everything all the time right now. As well as a very large tankard of ale.
Wonderful.
So, after Reyka finishes reading, she just kind of like sits back in the seat and just kind of lets out a sigh, kind of like a hesitant sigh of relief, but also there's still tension and fear. Thank you for this message. You don't know how much this means to me.
Of course. He seemed very excited to have a way to reach you.
Likewise, I feel the same.
Sneaking into that place is no small feat, I will say. It was fun.
I can't even imagine how you managed it.
I do have my ways. And he gives you a wink before leaning back in his chair, crossing his arms.
Yeah. Hey, DM out of character. I can't remember. Have I paid this guy? his
You
fee?
paid him to send the message in the first place.
Okay.
So.
How much did I pay him? Like, it was like.
It was
100?
no, it was like 10, 15 gold.
Oh, it was 10 or 15 gold?
Yeah, which is a fair
I
amount to a
remember.
lot of people. That's like a month of salary for some people, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had said, based on where you had told him to go, he said it was going to be like 10 gold or so.
Okay. I'm gonna toss him another 5 gold.
Ooh.
And
Wow.
thanks.
And he, with one claw, kind of sorts it into a little stack. A little, like, all next to each other on the table with a grin and goes, "Pleasure doing business with you."
Yes, thank you so much. Do you plan to hang around Fandalen for a while, or do you have business elsewhere?
I will go wherever I am needed. I think I will next be in Neverwinter.
Okay.
Wait. I need a map. Wait. Quick, where did I find a map of Faerun?
Google.com/where do I find a map of Faerun?
Should
Yell
I
at
need...
parents who literally ask Google questions instead of like,
Yeah.
Because I do.
If I need your services again, would you be willing to make the journey a second time?
I think for a slightly higher price. But I would be willing.
Good to know. I thank you so much for this.
Absolutely. And he settles back to drinking something out of a mug that you aren't totally certain isn't just milk.
That's perfect. DM, can you give me a rough? I forget where we are on the map itself, so I can check something.
As in the distance to Neverwinter?
Yes.
You can see
like, where
Neverwinter
are
on
we-
this map.
Yeah, the current map
can.
that's up, you can
It
see
was,
It's on
for
the
us when
coast.
we first left, it was about a 3-4 day trip
Oh, it's right
walking.
there. Duh.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
It's just
Okay.
up the road. Just
With
a
the
few days
snow?
up the road.
With
Okay.
the snow, it'd be 7-8 days, I would imagine.
Yeah, you basically travel at half speed in snow.
I want to ask the Tabaxi and give him a little nudge and say, "Do you ever find yourself traveling east through the Star Mounts?
I have been there before, sure.
Would you go again anywhere in the near?"
If the pay is correct, and the trip not so dangerous, perhaps. Why? Do you have a missive to send?
Well, I don't know if I can pay too steep, but if you're ever going through anyway, I'd appreciate a message being sent as well.
Simply provide me a name and a place, and I will find them.
Don't go out of your way, because I won't pay you to go out of your way.
Well, if you
but-
will not pay me, I will not go. That
I'll
is
pay
how
you,
this
just
works.
not enough to make a special trip.
Every trip is special, my dear. Every trip.
Well, then what's the cost?
Tell me where we are going. An exact location is very helpful.
I pull out a map and I make sure no party members are looking over my shoulder.
Reyka is sitting at the table you are at.
I turn away from her.
Let's go to the world map here.
I physically drag the Tabaxi to another side of the room.
Wait, what are you? Whoa, my cup. Whoa.
This
And Reyka
requires-
just stays there and just is reading the
Doesn't
note
give a
over and
shit.
over
Yeah,
and over and
mhm.
over.
I pull up the map and I point exactly where it would need to be.
Yep.
I give him some rough directions of like, you gotta go around this tree and by that rock, and if you see this rock, you've gone too far. And if you...
Convoluted. This is interesting. Okay.
And it's very complicated, but follow these signs carved into the trees. Go down 3 miles, take a turn, and all that, and just point him towards that. And I scribble a little something on a note and say, and if you just get there, only if you see 2 satyrs. One of them has really long, crazy hair. Usually there's birds living in it. The other one looks a lot like me. Red hair, all that. Give them this message.
Right. For this, I would ask, 20 gold.
Oh, god damn it. She looks in her coin purse. Oh, I've got a shitload in here. Here you go, bud. That's fine.
You shouldn't have said that. Now he's be like, 30 gold.
No, it's too late. It's too
Oh,
fucking
shitload,
late.
huh?
I will tell my friends about you then. No,
Wait,
he just being like, oh, you have a lot of money, do you? I have some friends who would like to know you. He takes the gold and the message from you.
And I press to him once again. Only them.
Understood.
Don't tell anyone else why you're there.
Understood. If I do my job right, no one should know that I am there, except for your desired individuals.
Perfect.
He nods a little bit and pockets both. His hands basically vanish into his robes, and you're not sure that there's pockets in there. You're not sure where the heck they go, and they come back out, they're empty. And he goes back to his table and sits down to continue his drink. And you can send me that message in Discord.
I shall. When I think of it.
Yes. Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do this evening before we wrap it up?
I'm actually looking to, there's like an apothecary or something in town, right?
You had been informed that the individual who was responsible for the healing potions and the herbalism in this region was in a windmill a few miles south of town. A windmill which you did pass on the way here and found broken in half.
Yeah.
That individual, with a bit of asking around, you are directed to a young woman who looks a bit shaken up still. She is off in a side room, part of the kitchen, but not like next to the kitchen kind of thing. Not quite a storage room. And Toblin's wife is sitting with her. And she looks up at you as you approach. Hello, big cat man. What can I do for you? She has like permanent pouty face. Her hair is all a mess.
I was looking to inquire about a rush job for possibly some potions, but is everything all right?
Well, no, my home was attacked, after all. A manticore struck, broke the whole thing in half, and I ran, luckily, but my husband was not so lucky.
I'm so sorry. How long ago was this?
15 days or so? I have been here since, and I have been working on potions here in the inn to at least help where I can, but
15 days, that's like when we first went off to the cave, right?
Just about there, yeah.
Her
Maybe
home's
like the
around
day
here.
after.
This lady lives around here.
She lived in a windmill about
Right.
5 miles south of Fandalen.
Axikor.
Well, if you are feeling up to the task, and I'd be willing to pay extra, of course. Me and my friends may be heading out into the mountains come morning. I'm not sure if you would be able to perhaps do a rush job of a few potions of healing for us. But given the circumstances, I would entirely understand if it's out of the question.
She looks at you and rests one hand on her chest and tilts her head a bit. The mountains. Are you the ones Sildar spoke of? The ones who liberated this place? You're the ones going to fight the dragon.
That seems to be the plan.
And you see she like takes a short inhale and like she tears up a little bit. She's like, thank the gods. I do need to make some money, but I would instead give you I would give them to you a price. I do have some, and I could make maybe a couple more by morning.
That would be wonderful, honestly. However many you feel is fair in exchange.
Sister Gariel has been needing them to treat those getting frostbite and keep people going. I do have... And she will stand up briefly and go to the side where you see a little alembic set up, a little distilling area. Mm-hmm. It's very ramshackle. There are herbs scattered everywhere. It's like the most disorganized alchemist space you've ever seen. Oh, but she comes back with 3 bottles in her hands and goes, I have 3 potions of greater healing now that I would be willing to part with. And some smaller ones as well.
How much would you be asking for those?
Not me, just going to go look up the price real quick.
I'm also going to need
in her computer.
Yeah. let me check that for you real quick.
The gold per ounce as well, just to compare the size.
Oh, of course. You wouldn't want to... Shrinkflation is a big deal, of course. I have heard. But don't you worry, I only stock them to the top. If you don't stock it to the stopper, what's the point?
That's her motto.
Yeah, that's right.
Slogan.
Okay, I have an important question though about healing potions. You have to drink the whole
thing
in one go to actually get the effect.
Yep. Oh, in many cases, there's like barely a couple fluid ounces in most potions.
Yeah,
like
dram,
like usually.
Tiny, yeah.
It's a little sippy.
Yeah, it's a little like a dram, maybe.
Just like
an ounce or
like
two.
chug jugs in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's not that much, that's for
How
sure.
they used to be.
Yeah, a little sippy. Not the giant bucket of...
Yeah, because imagine you're dying, like you're just like, you got stabbed in the gut and you're being forced to drink a whole fucking thing.
Drink this 2 liter! Yeah, drink this 2 liter bottle!
2 liter.
Quick, or you'll die! She looks at you...
So you have to drink it in 6 seconds.
Or you'll die! She offers them to you and says 90 gold each.
Oof.
Which is slightly discounted, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. And how much would you be asking for the smaller ones?
I would say 35 apiece. And I have 6 of those I could give you.
Sudden she drives a hard bargain.
Just looking at my money real quick and trying to do math in my head. 1 sec. I think to be safer, since there's 5 of us in case we run into trouble, I'll do 4 of the smaller ones. Leave the larger ones for folks in town.
Okay. 140 gold it is then.
And I'll happily hand that over.
She provides you with 4 potions of healing.
Well, thank you very much. This will be incredibly helpful.
I hope that we will see you back safely.
And I hope that we'll be able to solve this for everyone. And Synas turns to the you said it was the innkeeper's wife was there?
Yes.
Could I speak to you on the side for just a second as well?
Oh, yeah, of course. And
It'll only take a moment.
She follows you off to the side.
Making sure my back is to the apothecary woman. I want to say to the innkeeper's wife, wait until tomorrow to give this to her once we've left town. But and he'll hand over another 15 gold. Let her know it's for helping rebuild.
And as you offer it to her, she takes your much larger than her, your paw in her hand and just smiles at you quietly for a few moments and nods before taking it and glancing at the young lady and then back to you. Okay, I will.
Thank you so much.
That is-
And he gives a little pat on her hand.
That is very generous of you, sir.
They need it more than I do.
You walk away with 4 potions of healing.
There we go.
Potions.
Oh, Synas is a good person.
At least there's one of them.
Yeah, at least one of us is awesome as fuck.
Look, we're confused about the law.
If Synas goes off in secret, he's not committing murder.
I know I attacked the apothecary. No.
You know,
No, stab her.
shots fired. Shots fired.
For reference, because you would know, the innkeeper's wife is named Trilina.
Okay.
Just
Let me make a note.
note. Okay. Anything else you all would like to do, or would you like to take a long rest?
I would like to blast through all 6 of my spell slots to make 60 good berries to keep in my pocket.
Okay, yeah.
baby.
What the? Wait, those expire after like.
In 24
24
hours!
He's very hungry.
Okay.
Those are each like a day's worth of fucking.
It's a
nutrients.
day's worth of nutrition, and as we know, if you take too many vitamins, you just pee it out anyway. So, what's the harm?
Oh, I get it. It's for finding our way back, the yellow trail. Thinking.
Big brain. Okay, yeah.
So
You do
I
that.
have
You
60
have-
good berries in my pocket that will
you
last
have
until tomorrow night.
Functionally 60 blueberries. Yeah.
60 blueberries.
Just
Mhm, yep.
whenever you want them.
Just put them in a little pouch.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's cute.
Okay.
Oh, that's what those berries on my druid's table illustration can be. Good berries.
Good
There you go.
berries!
I just thought of that.
Amazing.
I literally painted blueberries on a painting, and now I know what they are. All right. Anyway, in closing.
In closing, berries. Anything else anyone would like to do?
Well, we can do this later, but Rinn's probably gonna go find Thistle on the last
Well,
night
yeah,
over
I
here.
mean, I kind of expected that to happen.
I don't know if tonight's the last night. She might be too fucking tired. But if it is the last night, then yes.
You are definitely tired after trudging through snow for 4 hours in each direction. 5 hours each direction. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough day.
Yeah, she's fucking exhausted. Maybe not tonight.
All Bud is going to do is after like finishing his whole entire tankard of ale, he's just gonna like stumble back upstairs and go to bed.
Lightweight.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Good night, bud. Good night,
Good
Thava.
night.
Good night, Reyka.
Good night, Rinn.
Oh,
Good
God.
Night,
Good night, night. Oh.
bud.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, too soon.
Okay, well, there's nothing obtuse or anything that anyone would like to do. Then we will go ahead and say that you guys take a long rest, and we will call the session there for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Woo! Dorks in danger!
Dorks in danger.
You did it. Congratulations. You didn't die in my room of traps.
Yeah, that got pretty fucking close.
Long rest kills conditions, right?
Correct. You also would have, the poison condition would have been gone a while ago. That only lasts an hour.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, but yes, we will figure out what will be happening next with potentially hunting a dragon. Next time we are together with the Dorks in Danger.
Dorks in danger!
Yeah.